3, 4. I'm coming to take your shit away. What's yours will soon be mine. Not city just ain't the same today. Not walking a straight line. People dying in the street, yeah. All walking to a pointless beat. Gaping wound in my heart. Bleeding now, my friends die. Only care about me and mine. Cause good friends are hard to fight. Against the odds, I'm unshaken. Gonna take me for a second. What's yours is mine. What's yours is mine, yeah. What's yours is mine. What's yours is mine. What's yours is mine. What's yours is mine.
Well, hey.
Wow. I don't think I've heard anything more beautiful than that.
Okay, guys. So, you just got done at a very, very hectic concert, right? So Vacant's lost an arm, and you guys are driving away from the cops. There's sirens blaring, and there's red and blue lights coming through the back windshield. What are you doing?
I'm gonna be driving, and I'm going to immediately pull up on my agent Siren. And sorry, we got a fucking problem.
Oh, well, there's a surprise.
Yeah, well, I don't really have time for lovely chit-chat and nothing. Vacant got a fucking arm cut off, and I'm gonna lean out and I'm gonna shoot back at the cops behind us.
So there's just gonna be like a moment of silence on the phone, and then there's just gonna be, tell me you're joking.
I don't really think you understand my level of humor. This is not the type of joke. Would you shut the fuck up? And I'm gonna be like firing behind me.
I think I'm just gonna go for a nap. Falling in the chair.
I'm going to reach over and slap Vacant and be like, stay awake! And I'm gonna keep driving.
You can just hear Siren just kind of updating uptime, like, Vacant's lost an arm.
And like literally like, immediately would intrude on the group agent call and pop in. Amigos, no. It was a concert. How did you mess this up? How?
And I didn't want to go for this shit. And
Is it weird that my eyes are blacking out?
Uptime. I told you one of us should go with them. I said.
I was busy. I can't go with the kids every time they want to
You're
go out and do a
always
single
busy.
thing.
I am busy too.
neither of these is like helping with Vacant's fucking arm.
Okay.
Okay, bring
I'm going
Vacant to my
like
clinic, but
shake
not with the
Vacant to
cops.
keep them awake.
Alright, hold on. You said, wait. When the hell did the cops get involved? I thought the arm thing. No one told me about it.
Look, some jacket, and I'm gonna like open the agent call up so Vacant can try to explain as I'm driving and shooting.
I'm pretty sure that person is dead.
Okay.
Siren just.
You wouldn't happen to.
I'm going to get on my rig and try to divert the police away from you.
You wouldn't happen to.
Yes, that would be very helpful. I don't want them here.
I don't want them here either. Time to start working on security tech.
I would like a very strong whiskey. Slowly, like, dozing off again.
Lulabelle back into my new cyber arm and like open up the center console where I have a bottle of whiskey that I'm like and like hand over.
It's chilled.
So Vacant will she'll take the mask off now and just fucking start chugging whiskey. Like a good solid 3 or 4 before she goes, oh god.
Oh, they do it in the movies so well, but it sucks.
What the
supposed to
fuck
work.
is this?
It's horrible.
Looking at the ball, like, this is fucking horrible.
It's the cheapest, crappiest whiskey possible.
All you can hear is just Siren in the background, just like, like whining as she's like clearing off the table. She's just like running to herself, just like just one evening of peace. That's all I ask.
It wasn't my fucking fault. And I'm like gonna like turn off the highway. I will say it's like I have a lot of experience in evading the police, so
make a drive.
I'm hoping.
Make a drive check for me.
And
Doing
I'm hoping
losing
I
the
can help-
police, by the way.
And I'm hoping I can do my part to help divert some of the police assets away from them if possible.
We should have stayed for the
17.
headline band.
Okay, you make a very sharp turn off onto a highway. And,
yeah, that bottle of whiskey is falling out of my hand, or at least out the window.
Duke, you literally just go across 3 lanes of the highway just to like get up onto this onto the highway, and the police are really confused, and you see them like swerve and start spinning out because they're trying to keep up with you.
And I'm like, not the fucking whiskey! Oh, son of a bitch!
I might buy you a new one, and just slowly falling over again.
That shit cost me 5 eddies, and I'm gonna drive and like be trying to get to Siren's clinic, but I'm like, look, there was a fan who was all excited, and they had a fucking gas mask and everything, and they had a fucking sword, and it got out of hand.
It wasn't the right color either.
Everything gets out of hand with you.
Look, they were the one that swung the fucking sword. I protected Vacant's fucking life. I shot him right in the
You're
face, and I'm
supposed
gonna
to shoot them in the mouth before that happens.
I'm gonna pull up to Siren's clinic.
I need to get my tattoos redone. Oh god, she's in complete fucking shock. Like she doesn't feel it.
I should let you guys improv more often. That was great. Okay, so you pull up at the clinic. Well, Bacon's in a way.
She's still conscious, by the way. Barely conscious.
Hardly. So, obviously you're gonna go through the process of replacing said arm. Are you gonna do anything special to the arm that would reduce humanity, or is it literally just an artificial limb?
So I have some cyberware that I also picked to go along with the arm. One of them being a pop-up shield that goes in the cybernetic arm.
Oh, that's cool.
Ooh,
And then another is
that'll be useful.
It will.
A sword and
Because of
shield.
because of the broken knuckles in the other arm, I installed woofers in her knuckles. I'm not done. There's one more.
Oh lord, no wonder you're missing so much humanity.
Yeah. And also some subdermal armor because someone, I don't know, she's feeling vulnerable, so more armor.
Wow. How much eddies did you spend on that?
Only about 2,000. I borrowed most of it from Duke, if I remember right.
Only 2,000. Okay, got it.
Yeah, dude,
I sold
spent a
some
lot
stuff
of
as well.
money.
I sold some of my weapons and stuff that I picked up.
Catman Jones is right. You only need one. Arms are overrated.
Hey, Catman's here. Hey.
Oh, yeah, I got all sorts of cool people here.
I love the idea that you just come running in, deposit bacon on the table, and then I'm like, what do you want me to attach? And then bacon's like, here's one I bought earlier.
There's just like a stash of cybernetics next to the guitar case.
This is the new purpose of a living will. It's not for when you die. It's so that when you're brutally injured, they know exactly what you're going to be using the parts for.
No,
Yeah, I like to think that over the week, Duke has like for other bounties he's taken other cyber limbs.
What color is my arm since you're the one who picked the arm?
Well, if Duke supplied it, it's all matte black.
Oh, okay.
I was hoping you'd say it's like chartreuse green or something like that.
Alright, luminous, a
Why,
random
it's a
luminous
pastel
color.
pink.
I would take pastel pink, that would be cool as fuck.
Pastel pink would
That
be
would
pretty
be
rad.
fucking cool.
Okay, well,
That's a little bit of
It's like the
siren.
it's like the old Spitfire where it's like the green with like the flames and the little like mouth on the.
that'd be cool too.
I mean, you're welcome to paint it. I have glow in the dark spray paint.
Yeah, Duke should make an art check.
In arch.
Yes,
I don't-
do an art
I don't
check.
need-
Artistry check.
Jeez. Jesus Christ, I don't even know where that would be.
I'm not sure it is either. There's so many different skills in this game. Excuse me.
I would. Let me see. What have I got?
I
Could
do
be streetwise if you're doing street art.
wardrobe and style.
Wardrobe and style would be okay, I think. Hope you
A
rolled
10.
poorly.
A 10.
Yeah, 10's pretty mediocre.
Like I said, if it's Duke, it would be matte black. He would not decorate it in any way.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
10's just average then. Just like you dress like everybody else does. You don't have any sort of particular flair about you. But
Yeah, Duke doesn't stand out.
and that's good in Night City. You don't want to stand out. Or maybe you do. Depends.
I do.
You do. So I'll say a couple of days after the arm incident. So if you guys were planning on getting therapy and stuff like that, you can calculate that into your humanity now. Especially Miguel, because Miguel was asking me about therapy 2 sessions ago. So.
Yep, I'm working on it now.
I'd say since our deal at Miko's, it's like Duke has a cyber arm, like he replaced his shooting arm with a cyber arm that has the pop-up ranged weapon. I also have enhanced antibodies, and I got like several upgrades.
Upgraded.
And hardened shielding.
Ooh.
But I did spend the week getting therapy as well.
Hell
Probably
In
at
short,
the
Siren
advisement of
has
everyone
slept this
else.
week.
I had
Yeah.
some intense therapy-ish.
Yeah. Intense
Not
therapy.
the actual, not the actual intense, like just a very. Yeah, I just lost my arm, kind of therapy.
No, you're fine.
PTSD therapy.
You gotta like throw him back on. So.
So I'm pretty sure.
Siren's
Miguel
gonna
has
need
been-
therapy at this rate. The amount of arms she's having to replace.
So
Not
alright.
another arm. I can't take it.
I'm pretty sure Miguel is doing like his therapy regime, given how extreme his humanity loss was at the very start of the campaign. I figure he's been going for like extreme humanity loss therapy. So, and this is probably 2 courses of it at this point.
Yeah,
So-
you're gonna need it.
Yeah,
Seeing as how you're going. Oh yeah.
yeah, exactly. Like literally rocking it at. I don't even want to think about what my current humanity is. It's 10 somehow. So.
Oh
yeah.
God.
I don't know how it seems to keep dropping every session when I'm not looking. I don't know how it's possible. So that would be, first off, we need to see whether or not it's successful, correct?
Yeah.
All right. So how do we do this? So it's the medical tech. Basically, the medical tech has to see if they succeed, or if I go insane.
If it's at a hospital, it succeeds.
Yeah, it will succeed if you go specifically to a hospital.
All right. So that's the case then. 2 courses. I figured he has. That'll be 8d6 collectively over the course of 2 weeks of serious therapy. So I'll just roll that together. Advanced
Let's
dice
see.
roller. I actually have to make a modified die roll just because they don't let you take that many dice because they don't think you would normally need that many. Please heal me, Kay. Thanks.
24
Yeah.
through 2 weeks. Yeah, that's really good.
Yep. That is excellent.
Just remember that each of your pieces of cyberware permanently reduces your maximum humanity by 2,
Right.
and Borgware reduces it by 4.
Honestly, I'm having a hard time finding where my base humanity begins. If I'm being real.
Don't worry about your
It's
base
your max
humanity.
empathy.
Yeah, but your empathy changes depending on your humanity, so it's not a reliable stat. So don't try to look for the base. Just look.
Well,
It-
it'll
it-
say max on your character sheet in roll 20.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. Max is 10 somehow.
That's incorrect.
Yeah, you know
that's-
why? It's because it has my. You know why? It's because it has my empathy listed as 0. That's why. I have a
incorrect.
minus
Well,
1 modifier, and I only have 1 in it, so it didn't factor in that. That explains it.
That.
okay, you're
My
starting.
max humanity is 20.
Okay,
There we go.
that's
That's
more
believable.
realistic.
Yeah, because I was like, there's no way I start play actually in the ground. Because like you guys have seen, I really haven't done too much crazy. The worst thing I've done is electrify a guy in a chamber, and honestly, compared to battlefield surgery and watching my friend's arms get ripped off, that's nothing. So,
That's
I'm
true.
Drop in the bucket, truly.
yeah. If that's the case, he would have only needed one round of intensive therapy. That's all right. Yeah. Okay. Because apparently it was only down 1 point of humanity. So there we go. That'll bring it back up.
Okay. Sounds
Thank
good, boss.
Nice.
If anybody else wants to do their therapy, I recommend doing it now.
So Duke got his therapy.
Yes.
I've calculated everything before this session.
Yeah, if you've already done it, don't even sweat it.
Yeah.
Why would you
I've
open
also,
up?
I'm all good.
I will say the minimum empathy that a netrunner can have is a 4, so it would be 40 humanity is the lowest you could possibly have starting out.
Yeah, he just had a lot reduced by his all the stuff he's got on. So let's see.
Sorted.
Yeah, apparently the cyber deck and the eyes were like the worst possible things I could have taken.
Yeah.
So as Siren is calibrating the arm, the new Bacon's new arm, Duke, you're gonna get a call from a name you haven't seen in a few months.
Oh boy.
The ID on the call is going to be Esperanza.
Ooh. Okay. Duke kind of like takes his hat off and fixes his hair a little bit, and and then turns his agent on with his Chiron. Well, this is a pleasant surprise.
Yeah, I'm surprised you picked up. Actually, I got a job for you.
Oh, it just right to business. No hello and nothing.
Oh, hi, how you doing? Anyway, back to business. So, got a job. You need to meet somebody. I'm trying to remember the name of the place. Nebula, I think that's what it's called. It's a newer place.
I've been there actually. I got into a fight there not too long ago.
Uh-huh. So do you have a reputation there already?
No, I did one job. I mean, it went fine.
By fine, I know what fine means with you. Let me find a new place for you to be.
No, I can do it. What? Come on, you doubting me now? After everything we've been through, you doubting me now?
Okay. I just don't want any trouble. I'm gonna have the contact
Besides,
meet you
like
there.
those 2 jobs in Watson. When have I ever let you down?
Yeah, the time you blew somebody's car up while they were still in it.
All right. Well, if they would have gotten out of the car, then look. Where do you want me to meet them, and what am I doing?
Just go to the Nebula, bring whatever chumbadas you got with you. There's gonna be somebody there waiting for you. You'll know them. They have short blonde hair. They're kind of a chain smoker.
I'll find them. I got a new crew I'm working with, so I think this will be good.
Okay, don't get them killed. Okay, bye. And she like immediately hangs up.
I'm gonna. Well, I got us some work. Well, y'all are ready to head out. I mean, y'all ain't doing nothing, are you?
Siren mid-arm calibration, like.
No, absolutely nothing at all. We are completely free.
And then just continues.
Can you please not annoy her while my arm isn't fully ready?
Keep still.
Please.
Hey, what's all this racket? Virgil's gonna step outside. He's gonna have his hands up, like, what the hell's going on?
Virgil, I don't even have the energy to deal with you right now.
Well, good, because you're not one of my tenants anyway.
No, I'm not. Could you please leave? I am doing business with your tenant.
He's wearing some, like, fucking amazingly handsome sweatpants and, like a stained wife beater. And he's, like I said, he's got that gold chain around his neck, that mustache, like the horseshoe, like bald on top haircut, you know?
hate this man so much.
There's blood all over the floor. Come on. I only asked for so little, and there's blood all over the floor.
Well,
There's...
I
I
we're gonna
clean
clean
after
it.
every surgery,
It's
and I just
fine.
continue.
Oh,
Everyone, please stop upsetting Siren.
Just laid out on the table, just like, please don't upset her.
Stop.
I'm gonna be like, look, I didn't even bring my gun this time, and I'm like holding my arms up, which the gun is loaded in my arm, but he doesn't know that.
yeah, okay. So make sure this place gets cleaned up by 3 o'clock. I got a party coming in.
All you do
Not
is party. Do you have
another
like an actual
party.
job that you do, or you just, suck the lifeblood out of people by charging
I'm
too
a
much money?
landlord, buddy. That's a full-time job. And I'm checking on my
Oh.
tenants.
Working hard, clearly.
Obviously. He like put his hands on his hips and his like big beer belly, just like really proud of himself.
Yeah, you're a real contributing member of society. Siren, when you're done, I have work for all of us. Uptime.
Yo, what's up, amigo? And you would hear the sound of traffic as he's clearly out and about. He actually very recently got himself a road trike, so he's kind of probably driving somewhere at the moment. What's up, amigo?
Are you driving? I told you I would drive you anyway if you want to go someplace. I mean,
See, no, I understand that, and I very much appreciate it. However, we do happen to have multiple residences, and it would be nice to have someone that could get me somewhere discreetly and quietly without having to borrow your super fancy truck. Which, might I add, nearly got jacked last time we came to my house.
all right. I mean, it didn't, It's all right. Well, get over to Siren's clinic. I got a job for all of us. We're gonna head back to the Nebula.
Roger that, Chumba. I'll be there shortly. Click, and in the distance, as he starts heading towards you guys.
I'm gonna look back at Siren and Vacant like, he got a car with. I offered to. Do you all have cars? Because I would drive you.
Do I look
Like you
like
can tell
I could
Duke is like
afford a
actually
car?
really offended. Like,
It's my job. It's mine.
Also, did
do you-
Uptime say click?
Yeah, he verbally said click as he hung up.
just,
Fun fact: that's actually the verbal command for making his agent hang up.
Oh, that's cute. Okay, I like that. That's good.
I mean, no, it's fine if he wants to have a car. I mean, he doesn't have to spend time with me if he doesn't want to. I'm gonna get ready for our job.
I thought we had something special.
When Virgil leaves, I'm gonna pop out Lulabelle and load it with I'll load it with incendiary ammo and then put it back in the arm.
Virgil's gotta waddle off to go harass another tenant. As Miguel pulls up. Keep calling him Miguel. I should call you guys by your call signs. Uptime.
His name's also Miguel, not Miguel.
Okay, buddy.
Just saying. No, it's cool.
I don't speak the Spanish.
Yeah, Miguel pops up, and he's actually got it's a decent enough, vehicle. It's not fancy, it's not big. It has enough space on it for 2 people to ride 10. So, it's not like he got a whole car to himself.
But you did buy a car.
Yes.
Okay.
He bought it's a road trike. So.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So specifically the rules for it are a road bicycle. They just don't draw any distinction between a trike and a bike, apparently.
No.
So they do mention them. They don't have any rules. I would have gotten a mountain or like an off-road trike personally, but there's no rules for that. So I'm going with a road trike.
Don't know what to tell you. Just work here now.
So he pulls in and pops off and sort of like click click when he touches his uplink, his neck gear, and the thing sort of like locks its wheels in sideways so that it can't be as easily ridden off. Turns over. So, job amigos. Arms looking good, by the way. Bacon, love to see it.
Holds up the arm, like waves, tries to wave it.
And
Articulates
Siren is
everything.
just wave and like giving you instructions. Hold up one finger. Hold up, like trying to make sure that like everything is in working order. Reach up, touch your toes,
Okay.
spin around.
What?
That one was a joke.
Do a pirouette.
I would say Duke is actually really laughing at that. But he'll go, like, it's you'll get used to it. It just takes a couple of hours. Come on, do flex like this. Come on.
Hold- wait, I've lost the cameras. Do it again. Flex like
Yeah,
that. What?
you're gonna just like move it around, and then I'm like, and like the gun pops out. Son of a bitch, and I put it back.
Hey, did I hear a gun? You hear Virgil from down the hall.
No. Go back to
See,
your
but-
party, you fucking bald bitch.
What'd you say? What'd you call me? He'd start walking back.
I didn't say nothing.
Oh, okay. I thought I might have heard you say something. He'd point at you, and then he'd walk back down the hallway.
See, because
And
Vacant
I
is
will
copying
turn
you.
to, I will
Oh.
turn to Duke and I'll say,
Duke, if there's one thing that I ask of you, it's that you please don't get me evicted.
You're right, and I apologize. Withdraw. Virgil just knows how to get right to the.
Oh, I know.
You're right. No,
There's only one
I
other thing
apologize.
that I will ask you. If you ever go cyber psycho, I want you to kill him first.
and then I'll just
and I'm like, that I can make it look like an accident.
Jesus.
Really?
Oh.
Don't tempt me.
Um.
just walks away.
Hey, up there.
Hello, everyone.
See-
Yes.
Plotting.
So,
when-
casual
wait,
weather
no.
then, is it? Hmm?
See, when
the
Vacant goes
usual.
to wave, hold on. When Vacant goes to wave, she click. You hear a click in her arm, and a fucking shield just fucking pops out. Just thunk. Like, what the fuck?
Oh.
I didn't know I could do that.
That was my suggestion. I thought you could use some more protection since you had someone cut your fucking arm off at a show. This is why I don't go to these clubs with these shows.
How do I get it to go back in?
You think happy thoughts.
Twist your wrist.
Pushing it down.
Think about old women and babies.
You just have to think your happy thought.
It's just like closes her hand and it just disappears again really quickly. She's just like, oh.
Look, now, a
Hmm.
fixer I used to work with gave me a call. We have job for us down at the Nebula. Now, I know our last job out of there didn't go completely smoothly, but I believe in us. You know, we're strong, we're feeling good. You know, and Esperanza's, I have a long history with them. I trust them to find a good quality client for us to work with. So I think we should head down and see what kind of work it is.
Okay.
Seems reasonable to me.
Okay.
I'm gonna pat Vacant on the shoulder. You're gonna be all right. Come on, it's just a job.
Did you hear the metal clink as you done it? Just dunk.
Clunk. Nothing better than a good clunk. So, why is my Alt key not working? Probably because I have my stupid mechanical hand on it. It's hard to manipulate my keyboard. Okay, so...
How dare you?
oh, metal finger.
Are we going to the car to go there?
I'm gonna. Well, I think Uptime can drive himself, and
Oh, I can't
the
hear
rest of you want, we
anyone.
can take the truck.
I'm more
Can't hear
than
us?
happy to go with you all. I just want to make sure that I have a way of getting back to my house in case we need to go somewhere else at the same time.
No, I didn't want to offend,
Amigo,
Work with you.
amigo. He walks over, puts a hand on your shoulder. It's okay. It's okay. It's nothing personal, okay?
No,
Look, if we have to
I-
go in two different directions, let's assume Vacant gets her other arm torn off, and
What?
I have to do something elsewhere. At the same
What?
time, keep the police off your back. You go one way, I go the other. We meet at the end, and amigo, it's all in service of the group, okay?
Yeah. That's why I'm saying take your new track if we need to split up from the club.
Hold on a fucking minute.
he pats you on the shoulder. Okay, amigo, if you're sure.
I'm
Are
a
you
grown
okay?
man. You think I'm gonna cry because you bought a motorcycle? Let's fucking go.
Well, literally, yes, you got a badass over here gestures. Like,
Just
steps
like
back. Okay, amigo.
Duke is a little. He's still hurt, but he's trying to play it off. And he's. All right, let's go. And he's gonna go get in the car.
What the fuck was that about my arm getting blown off again?
It's probably not gonna happen, most likely. Just get in the truck.
It's not going to happen, amiga. I promise. We'll do our best. You'll be fine. He he looks at Siren as he walks past, just sort of like slowly shakes his head, and just like heads towards the bike.
Oh,
We're having a time.
hold on a minute. I think yeah, it's having technical issues.
Yeah,
Oh no.
just told her to reconnect.
Okay.
Right.
Can you hear us now?
I think she's still figuring it out. All good. We can keep going.
Excuse me.
I'll just catch her up. So,
My arm.
let's see here.
I think I can hear you
Yes.
now.
Can you hear us?
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, good. Okay.
Hey.
They were just talking about
Everything
going to
was
the club.
like so juddery. So for the last few minutes, I've like just not been able to hear anything.
That's good. They were just they were just bantering about guy stuff, cars.
The only reason why I asked was because if we are going in the car, like Siren would, when she sees a modified car, there would be like a bit of a reaction. So that's why I was asking if we were like taking the car.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you'd see Duke has turned the car that we stole from our first client and modified it out into like an actual like jetty truck so that it has like a whole back area that he has installed like a toilet, a shower, a little like area for him to cook for himself. He lives in the
my
car.
Reminds you.
There's like multiple back seats, and he still has like the front seat, but he usually keeps his shotgun up in the front seat.
Yeah, it reminds you of Stretcher's old rig, Siren.
Cool.
Um,
she would be like, wow, this is the first time I'm seeing this. You've changed a lot.
Yeah, I had to call up some friends. I know a couple of steel vaqueros, and I have an Altacaldo buddy who actually hooked me up with the shower. But it's cheaper than a Cube Hotel, and I don't need nothing fancy to sleep in.
And like you would probably notice that like her breathing has gone a little bit like shallow, and she's a bit like, your friends, have they modified cars before?
Yeah, of course. I mean, the vaqueros and the Aldecaldos, they know how to modify a vehicle. Plus,
Yeah.
I have done work as a mechanic myself. It's not difficult stuff. I might not be like uptime going and hacking into all sorts of crazy shit, doing, net running things, but I can handle a wrench.
Mm-hmm. And she just kind of gets into the front and just like
Hell,
just starts
pull the
fidgeting.
Shotgun off the seat. It'll be fine. I know how to drive.
Oh, I know.
He can drive.
Drive well enough. Miguel, as you're getting onto your trike, your AI like pipes up. Said, I cannot help but feel that your friend is jealous of your new bike.
You're not wrong, Spectre. Unfortunately, that's the kind of thing I can't fix but with time. If it makes you feel any better, Spectre, the ride looks fantastic, and you look great in it. I hope you know. And he gives it like a pat as he mounts up and revs the engine as the Chew engine fires up.
Ah, merci, monsieur.
I love Spectre.
He's French.
Oh.
As he revs the trike up a little bit, sort of pulls behind you guys, you hear a little meep meep as he turns the horn on. Lets you folks know he's ready to go when you are.
So I put in the coordinates for the nebula.
Please do, amigo. Do me a favor though. Trail our car here, just to ensure. I trust them, but you've been catching a lot of bad luck lately. If you follow my meaning.
As you like, sir. We shall stay 3 car lengths behind them.
Gracias, Spectre. and he'd settle himself in the posture and get ready for the bike to go.
Okay. Duke doesn't need no fancy AI to drive his car, so.
Yeah, gonna drive it normally.
I'm gonna drive like a normal person. Feelings.
Siren's just very, very quiet
Just-
throughout the whole thing. She's just looking through every window. She just looks a little bit like a caged animal.
Bacon's just flexing her fingers, like just doing hand motions with her new arm. Trying to do like coin tricks where you flip a coin between them.
Meanwhile, Duke's just like turning up the radio, riding up and down Broadway. My sister's like,
Do you have any music? Do you have any music from maybe this century?
and I'm gonna be like, no, it's all terrible. And then I'm just gonna go to the nebula.
Damn,
Wow.
Dude, I think we need a family meeting at some point.
It's terrible.
Listen, Duke tried to listen to some new music and look what happened.
Yeah, I went to one of Bacon's shows and they got their fucking arm cut off. All right.
No, that's actually really fucking fair.
I can't even argue with that. And I'm the
Yeah,
DM.
okay.
Let's
Bacon
see.
finally
Fair.
broke Duke down to go to a concert and look what happened.
I imagine
Just
like the
imagine
entire.
that Siren and Uptime are like, we finally get a night where we don't have to babysit, and then just get this call 2 hours later, like, Bacon's lost an arm. One night, just one
100%.
night.
We were literally just like casually chatting back and forth over like whatever equivalent of like FaceTime they have. Just like, how are you doing? Oh, it's going great. I'm doing a little surgical work. Oh, that's awesome. I'm doing some work on some of these like electronic boards I'm trying to slot in. It's a wonderful, peaceful night. Immediately afterward, oh, sorry, Uptime. I'm getting a call. It's the guys.
It's just Duke's like, funny story.
I'm just
I don't have
imagining
time
it
to
over.
chit-chat.
I can imagine over the course of a week, she's been slowly injecting like the Vagrant soundtrack into Duke's head, and then like essentially just be like, "Please come and see it. It'll be really good. I promise nothing bad's gonna happen."
Oh my god.
It'll be just a really fun night out.
It'll be
It'll
so
be
great.
really fun. I promise.
No arms will be cut off, I
Siren
promise.
just like to Uptime. One of us should go with them, and Uptime like, no. It's just to get. It'll be
Hear them
fun.
out.
So, you guys get to the nebula, and, you know, it's the same place that you recognize, but, this, as instructed, Duke, there'd be this woman with short blonde hair leaning against a doorway, and she'd look up at you and see the lot of you enter, and she'd just turn and, like, head into a back room.
I'll follow and tell them. All right, this is the client. Now, if anyone asks, like I said, we got this through Esperanza. They're a fixer out in Santo Domingo. But I'll follow after them.
Okay.
Let's follow.
Yeah.
Uptime will follow.
Okay, so you guys enter the back area, and it's exactly as you'd expect. It's a lot less cluttered, it's a lot less bright, it's a lot more humble looking. It's comfortable, but it kind of clashes with the blue lights and then the orange lights. It's like trying to give two different feelings, like with this new modern slick style and the old school, like comfortable hotel kind of vibe. It clashes super hard. But that said, there's a woman, the blonde woman that you saw. She would sit down at a booth, or one of those like horseshoe. It's like a half horseshoe shaped booth. It's big enough for people. But there would also be another woman waiting there for her, and they looked kind of similar. One of them, the woman that was waiting, she has lines on her face, not in the way from stress, but lines on her face from a lot of cyber tech upgrades, all sorts of stuff like that. She's definitely teched out. She's covered in chrome. So, do what you will.
Well, Esperanza told me y'all are needing someone to get a job done for you. My name is Duke Connors. With me I have here Uptime, Vacant, and Siren. This is my crew. Do whatever we
Pleasure.
need done.
Waves with a new arm. Just hello.
The teched out woman would. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Just a quiet salute. That's all he's saying.
Oh, okay. The teched out woman would brush some of her hair out of her face, and you notice that she had these glowing, like reddish pink eyes. And she lifts up her rocks glass as if to like gesture to you. It's Riley.
Got to ask the question. Sorry, I forgot. I need to ask it the question.
You know, let me see. I'm curious. I'm gonna roll for this.
We all know what the question is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The question.
We want to know, was she at the concert? That's what we want to know.
Yes.
No,
Did
she
she
wasn't.
come and see them? Oh.
Is she gonna be like, "Wow, was your arm? Oh my god!"
What the fuck?
I'm gonna roll for the other woman though. The other woman seems to recognize you, and she like cocks a brow. She has like short, like let me just show you the handout for her.
Okay.
The woman that raises the glass, the woman that's teched out, that I just gave you the handout. She holds up her glass, and she just says one thing. Riley.
Well, Riley, it's a pleasure to meet you proper. Now, I've worked at Esperanza many times. I'm sure they already vouched for me, so I won't waste your time telling you how effective my crew is. So, what do you need done?
This here's my sister, Chain. She's gonna be helping you on your job. We need to break into a... She'd roll her hand over, and then she'd just gesture for the woman with the shorter blonde hair to talk. And it's clear that they were probably related. This woman is, like, constantly smoking cigarettes. And, she holds up her golden hand for a moment and sets down a data pad and, like, slides it over to you. Now, we're getting into this building, the Chain would say. This is supposed to be an abandoned corporate building, but there are still people operating out of it, and it's in good condition. So, as far as I know, the government has no trace of this. So what we need to do is get in, get a data chip from the servers, and get out. You have a net runner, I hope?
We do. We have one of the best right here. And I'll point over to Uptime.
Good, that makes my job a hell of a lot easier. She'd lean back and take another drag from her cigarette. Okay, what's everybody's cool stat? I'm curious.
I have a 6.
That laughter means 3.
Michael was 8.
8. Okay. So, okay, Vacant, with your cool
3.
stat of 8, you notice that woman called herself Riley. That's not a call sign. That is just somebody introducing themselves by their name. That's very strange to you, but you're gonna let it slide for right now, because you just figure that maybe she's not into going by call signs. So, screw it. Whatever.
It's like,
But she is very cool looking. Like, I mean, she's super stylish. She's got this nice, like, padded jacket, very similar to the jacket that Iceman wears, but it's more it's cut for a woman's figure, of course.
Do I, for all of the cyberware that Riley has, do I think that this is going to be like mostly, you know, like fashion wear, or do I think that this is like, you know, like board wear or like something, you know, meant for like actual combat?
If you want to make some sort of check for me, which I'll say that's street smarts or some sort of cybernetic check.
Okay. In that case, I would say, let me... Street smarts, you said?
Yes. Street smarts would be fun.
Where is my street smart? Or streetwise?
Yeah, streetwise. 9. I mean, you could tell that some of this is definitely fashion wear, especially the eyes, but a lot of it's probably just like replacement for something going wrong. She might have had severe burns that just had most of her face replaced. You're not really sure, but
Okay.
yeah, you can't really
will,
just tell by looking at her.
I will nod and look at the data slate. What corp ran out of this building?
We don't even know. It's been abandoned for like 5 or 6 years. Riley would shake her head and gesture. We got a helicopter. I'm gonna fly you in. I'm gonna fly you in. Gonna go in real quiet. Go to the data center, extract everything, then leave. Should be real simple. Just, I hope your netrunner knows what he's doing.
He does. Believe
Okay, then it should be fine then.
me. Now, this is the whole part of the conversation that needs to be covered, but it's not always the most pleasant topic. How much are we being paid for this?
Riley and Chain would look between each other before Chain gestured with her hand. We're gonna sell this chip that we find. So maybe 1,200 between each of you.
And I'll kind of look at the others to see if, they think that that's fair. I mean, Duke has no problem with it.
1,200 between us.
For each of you.
Oh, 1,200 each.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
He'll turn back and put the data slate down. All right, fine. We can handle it. I assume you want to leave right now.
No, it's not dark out yet. Let's just wait. Maybe meet me back here at about 10 to midnight.
It'll be done. And now, Chain, if you don't mind me asking,
She'd raise
how'd
her
you
head.
meet Esperanza?
I just know her. I heard about her through another person. Typical fixer shit.
Yeah, typical fixer shit. Is there a way for me to judge if I trust or like believe her? Does she give me like a weird vibe?
Let me check the checks real quick. Let's use his bodyguard stuff.
Like a human perception?
Yeah, human perception would be excellent for that.
Okay.
That's basically what that is, anyway.
My human perception is not great, but I still.
8.
Yeah.
No, I mean she just seems a little shy. That's pretty typical for somebody that's like, I mean, you've partaken in all sorts of vices. People that do a lot of vices tend to either be like really outward or really withdrawn, and she's the latter. So.
Which one's the that recognizes me again? The one that's chain smoking.
Yeah, the one that's the chain smoker.
Can I just ask her a question?
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
Are you nervous? You're smoking an awful lot.
She'd smile, just like just this sort of like Mona Lisa-esque, like very subtle smile. You have to look very close to see it. And she looks up at you. No, I just smoke a lot. But I like your latest record though. Pretty good.
Thank you. Why, thank you. Just you can tell that Vacant is smiling underneath the mask.
And that last concert was pretty fucking metal. How you got your arm hacked off? That's headline everywhere on the scream sheets.
Yeah, it's helped with the reputation. If you're not busy, we have a concert next week, and I need to try out this new arm so I can hook you up if you like.
Yeah.
Forgiven as the job, of course.
That sounds pretty good. Riley looks over at Shane like, what are you doing? Like, this isn't professional at all.
Oh, let her have some fun.
Having a little conversation, like, get you free seat.
Sounds
Let
like
her
Duke
have
is
some
also
fun.
looking at Vacant like, what are you doing? This isn't professional.
It's professional enough.
Okay, so.
Alright.
So
Bacon's just flirting.
Yeah,
I respect the guy.
while
there's
that's
very
happening-
subtle flirting going on, yes.
While that's happening, Uptime is going to walk over to Riley and sort of just lean in. So you said I need to do net running. Do you have any details on the infrastructure, level of complexity?
She's the one you'd want to ask about that. She'd gesture with her thumb over to Che. And,
raises an eyebrow, which is probably barely visible behind the visor he's got on.
yeah.
So, you probably heard me, Shane.
She'd nod. And you'd notice that she definitely had some net running shit about her. She on her mechanical gold-plated arm, she has wires and inputs and outputs on the tips of her fingers. So you can tell that she's a bit of a net runner herself, but they definitely needed some help. So you can figure that while you're doing the databank extraction, she might be working security.
Okay. Very fair. Do we know if there's any counter net runners we're encountering, or black ice that I should be aware of in that?
She'd take another drag of her cigarette. Probably gonna be black ice, but I don't think there's gonna be any sort of counter net runners, and there won't be any demons either.
Good to hear. All right, amigos, that's all I needed. He nods at Duke. Whenever you're ready, amigo.
None of you guys understand any of the fucking things that they were just talking about. It's
Yeah,
all
well-
just like nerd speak.
Yeah, well, I'll turn, but trust me, he can handle black ice like the best of them. We'll meet you at 10 to midnight, and I'm gonna head out. The second right of that room, I'm gonna turn to Uptime like, what the fuck is black ice?
So, once we get out, Uptime will sort of pause and chuckle. So, the way to think about net running,
What?
net running,
What?
God, how can I say this to someone who
Okay,
literally
give me a
doesn't
little
do modern day any kind of thing? Did you ever used to watch those old heist movies? They used to be on the net.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
I've seen a lot of movies.
perfect. So then, net running works like a heist. It's a multi-tiered bank vault. And every layer, you need to break through levels of security. Each layer has its own security of different varieties. So, Black Ice is effectively hostile programs. Think of them as like guard dogs, but entirely digital, largely designed to attack, in some cases, harm netrunners. Daemons are self-aware to a degree AI, solely made to kill or attack netrunners. They are almost always militarized and highly dangerous. Those are bots. And then other netrunners, such as myself, may occasionally be in a net, some defending it, others attempting to infiltrate at the same time. It gets kind of fucky. Point is, the good job of a good netrunner: get in, get out, be quiet about it,
Can
or
you
cause
handle it?
transformation. I should be able to handle it. It sounds like she's going to be running security on her end, so I should only have to deal with the actual intrusion and counter intrusion software. But if there's
Right.
black ice, there is a chance I might be harmed. So I'll do what I can. I
I'll-
personally don't want to get brain burned.
I'll
So-
turn to Siren. Can you fix his brain if it gets fried while he's doing all this?
Can I fix his brain if it gets fried when he's doing all this?
Maybe if it kills him, you can't really fix that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
If it kills him, I can't really fix that.
The trick, Duke, is there's ways to armor yourself and protect yourself, but this stuff directly attacks my nervous system, Miko. He holds the netrunner. He holds his rig up, and you can sort of see how it's like wired partially into his arm. This goes into my nervous system, buddy. There's
that-
no dodging there.
That reminds me, I got you something, and I'm gonna head back out to the car. And he like pulls like from the truck this box that he clearly like has like a couple burn marks, and there's like one splash of blood across it, and he like takes it out. Pick this up. It's like yeah, and I'll take out the helmet that I had sent you.
All right,
the
yeah.
next one. And you can see it has interface pugs and like a cyber deck like built into the helmet. I got this off of I think he was a net runner. Not as good as you were apparently, and I'll toss it over to you.
He'd catch it and turn it over, sort of look at the black plastic armored glass face of it. I turn it over. Thanks, amigo. I actually might need this. He nods.
Now you don't have to go unconscious whenever you go into the net.
Yeah! That's the
Handy.
trick.
It's not a great thing to jack in and go unconscious.
Yeah.
But you got a crew behind you, so it's not like it matters too much. But could. So. Okay. Let's see.
While he's going out to the car, Vacant will have a conversation with Riley. Was her name?
Yeah. Well,
Looks
are
like
you
they-
talking to the fan or the person that doesn't care about you?
Oh, the fan, of course.
Oh, okay. That
That's
would be
Jane.
Chain.
Jane.
Oh, well, yeah. Just casual conversation. I just wanted to make it clear that she's trying to sell tickets to the next gig. Or give them away, essentially.
Yeah, we can talk about that after the gig's over.
Okay.
Well, I'd appreciate it, but I'm just trying to keep an air of professionalism. She'd like gesture with her eyes over to Riley, who was shooting both of them daggers.
I would
Yeah.
like to step outside of the nebula and call Esperanza very quickly.
Okay.
I am distracting them.
Okay, let me check something out. Okay, Esperanza picks up. Yo.
Hey, we went, we got the job. We're gonna go ahead and take it and take care of it. I appreciate you setting it up. I just want to ask how much you trust these people. Can they handle themselves? Because the having the little kid tag along with us.
Little kid?
The Chain, the one who won't stop fucking smoking.
No, she's like 17, dude. She's not a kid.
Kids.
Whatever you say. No,
Less
she's
than half my age.
she's good at what
child.
she does, and her sister takes good care of her.
Oh.
Alright, good. I'd like to see you sometime. Maybe we can go get a drink.
Yeah, sure.
My new crew is they can handle themselves, but it'd be nice to talk to somebody I've worked with for a long time. Talk about the old days.
Eugene, get the job done.
I've asked you not to call me that. Come on.
I know. She'd hang up.
And he's gonna smile. It's like their weird flirting is very like, all right. And
Wow.
he's gonna head back inside. All right, if y'all have anything you need done, do it. But I'm gonna sit down and make sure I'm ready. And he like sits into a booth and like sits back and closes his eyes and puts his feet up, and he's just gonna wait.
Okay, he's gonna chill out for a few hours.
Yeah, I'll get a drink and have like one drink so I don't lose my head. But it's like I ain't got nothing to do. I already did all my shit this week.
That's fair. Anybody else got anything pressing they need to do?
No. Should probably do the same. Just sit in the corner quietly play guitar.
Those buskers.
Uptime might want to get outside.
Not really.
Fresh air. That's about it. So.
Hmm?
I was gonna say I think Uptime might want to go outside and get himself a little fresh air, but that's probably it's
Fresh
from a
air in
day.
Night City? You're out of your mind.
Well, outside of a building, anyway. Fresh air.
You're probably better
Like
off
some
inside
fresh
if you want fresh air.
Right. I think for him it's more a matter of getting outside. His pastime is parkour, so being outside to him is like options. Inside, it's kind of like he's sort of trapped a little bit at times, and I think
Cagey.
some of those like, yeah, exactly. So like, if we've got hours to burn, he'd probably just like go outside and go for a walk.
So, whilst Vacant and Duke are just sort of chilling out, Siren, what are you doing? Are you hanging out with them, or?
Well, I'll go for a walk with Uptime. Maybe it's not really got anything else to do.
Okay. Well,
He'd be
She
very-
will actually. She will say, because obviously, last session there was some impromptu like gas grenade thing like made, and she has like bought some. So in that time that she'll say, "Oh, I bought you something," and then she'll like hand over. Let me just find out exactly what it's called so I can tell you. It is, I think it's a biotoxin grenade.
Jesus Christ.
Oh god.
Oh,
Just like, when we're in a quiet area, she'll just kind of go, I found this in case we ever need something like that again, so you don't have to waste so much time making it.
He would take them, sort of inspect them a little more closely. I'm trying to look at them right here. So they'd be. Trying to see if where do they even have the grenades in here? That's a great question.
It's in ammo.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
guess that makes sense.
That actually makes a crap ton of sense. Actually, I see. Okay, ammunition. There we go. Interesting.
Yeah, I
So-
bought. Siren's got some money, so I just bought grenades. So, yeah, a little bit inspired by the story of, oh, we had to impromptu make a grenade. It's like, okay, I can get something like that. So that and a sleep grenade as well, in case something like that is ever needed.
He takes a look at them and looks up, and you can see that like he smiles behind his mask. Thank you, Amiga. I appreciate that. It'd be a lot easier than trying to search around for household supplies I can make dangerous, and a little more reliable too. He sort of like catches one a little bit, clicks them onto his belt.
Well, it's good to be prepared.
It is, especially with this group.
It's an explosivo.
Yeah. Explosivo!
Sarah just gives a hefty sigh. I have to see an arm again.
How are you doing, by the way? You've been kind of, and he sort of pauses. I've noticed you've been very busy. Like, I know, you're a ripper. That's kind of the whole thing. But you seem like you're always working. Are you okay?
Oh,
Do you take any time for yourself?
Well, I sometimes, but I don't really have much to do except work,
Well, that's unfortunate.
and it's part of my contract to keep my clinic. So
I guess that makes sense. Well, if you ever need to get out of there, I'm happy to take you for a walk or a ride if you'd like. I know that the bike is really more just to give us versatility. It's a big city, and you might be able to run, but, getting from point A to point B at a
well,
meaningful time. Yeah.
if I had to choose, I'm not that I doubt your biking skills. I am nervous in vehicles.
Uh, I won't go there unless you want me to. Can I ask why? And if not, the answer is perfectly fine. I will take a no, amigo.
She'll just kind of like gesture to like her entire cybernetically enhanced like neck and side of her face, and she'll deadpan. I don't know if you noticed.
I didn't want to assume. Sometimes this sort of stuff is voluntary. And he sort of like looks over.
Of course, yes, I know that better than anyone.
That
It
explains.
happened when I was a child. Some things just stick with you.
I get that, amiga. We'll see. Hopefully, well, if you're ever in a place where you want to, I don't know, maybe challenge it, there's worse ways than taking a slow bike ride around the beach. At least the worst thing that'll happen going at 2 miles an hour on that would be you gently fall off onto the sand.
I'll think about it. Thank you.
De nada.
All this lovely
Duke,
conversation's
driving
going
is challenging enough.
on. Duke's the kind of guy that like
Don't
takes
tell
like
my
a
head that, he'll be very upset.
Duke's the kind of guy that takes like a fucking sharp turn, like going 90 miles an hour.
It's because
Yes.
he's a combat driver, right?
Yes.
I just love the idea of Duke just like, I'm driving like a normal person, but actually going at 90 miles per hour.
It's like that scene from, I can't remember the name of the full movie, but it's Porsche versus the other one. I can't remember what it is.
Ford versus
But-
Ferrari.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, where it's just like the guy that gets in the side seat, he's like, the CEO gets in the side seat, he's like, well, you know, you can try to impress me, and then he drives like a maniac, and the guy in the side seat's just weeping afterward, and the guy in the driver's seat's just casually like, so how was that, boss?
Duke specifically drives like he is in like, you know, Vanishing Point or like White Line Fever, like Dirty Larry, Crazy Mary. Like he absolutely drives like a fucking maniac.
Jesus Christ.
That's why Siren
love
is
it.
in the car with you, grabbing onto the seat, white face, just like, I'm fine, I'm fine. This is fine.
But I will bum one of Chain's cigarettes if they don't mind, and then I'll just wait until 10 to midnight. Duke
Okay.
is used to sleeping in bars, so no problem.
So as you and Bacon are chilling out, you hear like a conversation from a nearby table, and it's a couple of nicer dressed people, obviously because this is the back rooms. One of them's wearing a suit, definitely looks like an exec, some sort of corpo, and he's smoking his own cigarette, and he has a glass in his hand. And this woman leans over to him, and she starts talking to him about this new. They're calling them an edge runner, a solo, whatever you will. Did you hear about this new solo that's making their rounds? Apparently they're incredibly dangerous. They're calling them the Stalker of Night City. And the guy just rolls his eyes. Yeah, I've heard that one before. Stalker? What'd she do? Kill a bunch of people? Well, yeah.
I'm going to say something. Well, Vacant is definitely listening in because of the amplified hearing. But like she's pretending that she's not listening, just like kind of swaying back and forth while playing the guitar.
Duke like has his feet up and he has like the cigarette and he has like his hat down, but he is pretending to be asleep, but he is listening very closely.
You didn't think to get me one of those?
You don't need to smoke. You're a child. You know?
19, you fuck.
The woman keeps on talking. Yeah, apparently she killed, you know that guy that was running for office? What was his name? Lockwell? Apparently she killed him while he was sleeping and blew up his entire apartment. Yeah, that sounds a little exaggerated, don't you think? And this woman pulls up a data pad and starts like flicking through it and like hands it to him, and he looks through it and he raises his eyebrows like, I stand corrected. Alright.
I have a 400 times magnification in my eye. Can I see what the article says?
Yeah, it says Night City Stalker strikes again, destroys half of apartment building.
Okay.
Killing Representative Lockwell in process.
Do I recognize that name?
Lockwell? Lockwell was a guy that was, he sort of came up in the war zone, so he knows about making truce, or he knew about making truce with, like, gangs and stuff like that. He wasn't a bad guy, he just took a hell of a lot of bribes, but honestly, you kind of have to get around in Night City as a politician.
Night City.
Especially anywhere in the Pacific Confederation, you gotta take a lot of bribes.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to like lean over to Vacant. You ever heard that name before?
That's a question actually. Has Vacant? I'm assuming she probably would have, because she's just would need to pay somewhat attention to politics.
Yeah, no, you were savvy with that kind of thing. Lockwell wasn't a bad guy, honestly. They were always trying to dig up dirt on him, but they could never really find anything. Other than the fact he was taking bribes, but so was everybody else, so that's not really something you can, accuse those of which you are guilty.
Yeah. Vacant would probably reiterate some form of that, going, like, I don't remember him being, painted as a bad guy. It's more down to taking bribes, I guess.
Look, I mean, deserves got nothing to do with it. All right.
Hmm?
If this edge run is taking out politicians, and that's
said
someone
let him.
who is crazy. No, you out of your mind? Look, I know
I
how I act, and I know how y'all perceive me, but
play in a
I'm dealing
punk
with a
band.
bunch
I
of
don't like
fools.
politicians.
What you think I do? I just don't blow up their apartment building. If I'm gonna face a man down, I'm gonna look him in the eyes and blow his fucking brains out.
Well,
Not all about this collateral damage getting all these other fools killed. You got your arm chopped off. I killed that man, but who else did I shoot? Some cops? Who gives a fuck?
well, I suppose. But I don't know. I don't think he was a bad guy. Misled, perhaps.
You, as soon as you guys pull up your agents or your, you immediately see the scream sheets talking about this. Like, this happened like an hour ago.
Okay.
Is it somewhere that is it in a particular location that any of us would recognize?
Let me see. Let me pull up the map real quick and get back to you on that.
I think Vacant would be more concerned about where it is rather than who it was.
I'll say it happened in the Glen, because the Glen is it's a nicer part of Night City. Probably where some politicians might hang out, richer people hang out on the top floors of places. But apparently, this just got into the news, so it must be at least recent. It probably happened today.
I wonder who it was.
Me too.
While we're talking, Vacant's gonna slowly reach over and try and take the cigarette from Duke. Like doing it subconsciously, like she's waiting for him to pass it over.
Pass the booth.
Yeah.
I will say, Duke is gonna. I mean, he has the Chiron, so he's like going through his agent, and it's like projected over his vision. So it's like he will not notice. But even if he did, he's more like impressed that she's willing to try and steal it from his hand, so he would let her take it.
She's not trying to steal it. She's just taking it. Like she's fully conscious that
Is that what she thought about the guitar though? She's not trying to steal it.
She's just taking it.
she's fully conscious that Duke can see her. That's the difference.
It's funny.
She'll take it and start smoking.
And he'll like read the whole article and then like close it. All right, we need to. Did you just look? We need to focus on the job. All right.
I'm
When we
focused.
get it, hey, if we're having another net runner coming with us, and if this isn't a corporate building, we could have a serious problem. These ain't booster gangers. All right. You got to be able to do something other than run up and punch some fool in the face. You prepared to actually kill somebody if you have to?
Beckett stops for a second, and you can see that she's even though you can't see her face, but she's pensively thinking, and just goes, were you prepared when you first killed someone?
No, I wasn't.
Then I guess I'm not ready.
Well, I remember the first time I killed somebody. You know, it's kind of funny actually. I needed them out of my way, and I had a gun in my hand, and
You just took the shot?
I just know I needed them out of my way, and I did it. And I couldn't stop shaking for hours, but when I had people shooting back at me, I felt nothing at all.
Then I guess I'll never be ready then.
Look, I can tell you, I lost everything that ever mattered to me, and when you got nothing to live for, you'll find something to die for. But you're a young kid. You got a whole life ahead of you. I want to protect you. I want to help you, right? When you're protecting other people, you're helping yourself. And I'm a selfish man. But
I wouldn't call you
just-
selfish.
if you're
I
not
would-
ready, I don't want you throwing yourself into the middle of danger. Let me take care of it. Stay behind, you use that sword. I know you know how to use it. Punch, you fight, but you stay alive. You understand me?
When you spend days on the street, you do learn how to swing a sword.
Yeah. Yeah, you do. Look. Why don't you just get some rest, have another drink. Finish up that cigarette, I guess. Let's stay focused. All right.
The person you stole this from doesn't smoke a particularly nice brand, but I will.
Yeah, they're pretty
Oh.
rough. They're also unfiltered. So
Oh,
Duke is
yeah.
like, oh, it's nicer than stuff I usually buy.
it's definitely synth tobacco and it's unfiltered, so it's literally like smoking the smoking a clogged garbage disposal in a sink.
Yeah, that's nicer than what Duke usually buys.
Okay, well if you Chumbas are just gonna chill out, we can go ahead and skip.
Just quickly before we do the time skip, can
Please.
Vicky give Duke a sort of a very awkward hug?
Yeah,
Because just says just this thank you.
bring it in, cowboy.
You'd see, he's like, it's almost like the Voldemort hug of like, oh, all right,
the awkward.
but he will actually pat your back and he kind of,
Voldemort.
I'm sorry about your arm. I know you didn't want to have it like that. And he kind of looks at his own cyber arm, but it's gonna be a good thing.
I mean, I don't often get what I want, right? But I still think your arm is pretty cool, even though I may have ejected my guts all over the streets. It's pretty cool.
Thank
Pretty
Yeah.
arm.
Pretty vacant. Haha.
Ha ha ha.
All right.
Okay, we'll do our skip now. Okay.
Yeah.
So as a lot of you are just sort of like waiting around, chilling. Let me wait for a second. Anybody have let's see here. Anybody have 5,000 points to spend?
5,000 points of
eddies.
what?
Not you guys. I'm asking the viewers. If you
Oh,
guys
to
have
up the
5,000
ante.
points, we can up the ante and do something interesting. But
No,
Oh,
I'm
no.
2,000 off.
Come on.
Damn it.
Siren and
Like-
uptime and getting shot at again.
Don't do that. That would be ridiculous.
that'd
Do
be
it.
very
Yeah.
funny. Okay, so
Someone do it. Yes!
did somebody do it?
Yeah.
No, you can't do it. You have to play it. That's okay. I'll let it slide this once. It'll happen. So you meet up with them at close to midnight, and the two of them lead the four of you guys outside and into a car, and they take you over to a parking garage to the very top, and then into a helicopter. And it seems like Riley's going to be the one flying the helicopter. So
I haven't rode a helicopter in a long time.
she doesn't really look like a pilot, but she puts the helmet on and like engages everything, just flicks all of the buttons and turns things on. She knows exactly what she's doing. And while she's doing that, her sister sitting next to her, Chain, is messing with her deck. So
Messing with her? How?
messing with her deck, her cyber deck.
Oh.
Can I make a
What?
air vehicle check to see if
Okay, give me
I
just a second.
recognize like what kind of helicopter this is? Like, is this like the cheapest crap that's gonna fail on us, or is this like actually a good
It's
quality
a
helicopter?
it's a decent enough.
I'm just like, is Duke worried that this thing is going to
No,
fuck up, or is it gonna be fine?
It's not going down. It's not like top of the line, but it's good enough, right?
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, well, you guys are on the flyover, and you're definitely going to be talking over headsets, which literally draw down from the top, from the ceiling of this helicopter, so you can talk over those. I'm gonna let you guys roleplay it for a little bit. I need to be right back.
That's what much better. So Uptonby's sitting in his seat, the heavy pistol he has slowly thumbing in rubber bullets into the rounds as he's waiting, just sort of checking it, making sure that it looks good. So,
Are we not killing anybody?
corporate espionage today? I prefer to avoid it, amigo, personally.
Are we not killing people? I'm gonna look at Shane. Are we not killing? Because and he pops out Lulabelle from his arm. I have incendiary bullets. I mean, I was.
It's a personal choice, amigo.
In the, do you want to put those? That's a health and safe. Okay. Well.
I'm fine, and I'll put it back away.
Siren just kind of looks like she's gonna throw up because now we're in a vehicle that is off the ground, so she has to worry about us potentially crashing downwards as well as.
Why would Siren be upset about a vehicle that she's not controlling with giant blades attached to it? I don't.
So noticing that,
anytime anyone is touching their gun, she's just like, "Leave it alone."
I was just gonna click his pistol and throw it away into the holster, and then just slowly reach a hand over. You okay, amiga?
Better.
Did you bring your rifle? Because
Yes, I have it. It's safe.
all right. Vegan,
I bought my
your sword?
medical equipment too. But...
No, I have something better. And while everyone's talking in the background, she's slowly like retracting and extending the fucking blades in her knuckles.
This is
like
worse.
practicing.
And the Siren's just like, this is worse than a car.
It's not that bad. I used to fly in them all the time. Statistically, you're safer in a helicopter than you are in a car.
Oh yeah,
Don't talk to me about
it's a much higher risk of getting in an accident when you're driving as opposed to in a helicopter or a plane.
See, I was right. It's statistically safer.
Why would you ever drive your own addendum out of a combat situation or personal enjoyment? You don't need to drive your own. That's why we have agents. Agents do it. That's safer.
Agents follow the speed limit. What? Why?
Why would you follow the speed limit?
Imagine that.
Yeah, because I'm trying to get where I'm going fast.
To be fair, if you didn't drive about 60 miles over the speed limit, I might be dead.
Look, I don't drive the speed limit. I don't follow none of that nonsense. And they ain't an agent alive. Well, I guess none of them are alive or whatever, but none of them are better driving than me. Right? I don't care if it's what you got in your pocket or if it's a fucking Delamain. None of them better than me.
I mean,
of course, I know in Aldecaldo that Lord's alive. I mean, they could just fucking, they could spin circles around me.
Well, not this Aldecaldo, and just starts getting her like medical equipment out and trying to calm herself down by just checking that everything is where it's supposed to be.
He'll like reach in his duster pocket and take out a flask and be like, "Do you little something?"
Just takes it, downs it, and then gives it.
Oh, that's very cheap. All right.
Is that cheap shite that you fed to me earlier? I can still taste it.
This is actually much nicer.
I wasn't expecting it to be that strong.
We've got a drunk siren.
That's a 25-year-old whiskey. I was offering a sip of it.
Was it expensive?
No, it's fine. And he'll just.
I can pay you back. I'm sorry.
No, you can't. It's fine.
She wouldn't have downed the whole thing, but she would have taken like a big swig.
Yeah.
Enough to make a big difference.
How much money does Siren have? I just want to ask.
I have a lot. I have a lot left over.
Yeah, we literally have. We have to buy multiple houses.
I have like 90k or something.
Okay, then you could afford to get him a new one, but It would cost a lot of money. All right. No, it's fine. If it helps you relax, then it's a good thing.
I
Well,
don't know what you're talking about. I'm completely relaxed.
Yeah.
says the
leather
pale
just
white
feels
siren.
right.
I'm in my element. I'm in my zone. I'm in my lane. I'm thriving.
Is that why your is that why your arms are shaking, dear?
Your arms are heavy, knees weak. My mom's spaghetti.
I know when someone's about. I know when someone's about to throw up, and you look like you're about to.
No one knows when someone is about to throw up better than me, and I am not about to.
I actually
There it
have,
is. I told
I am
you.
not about
I
to throw
told
up.
you.
I actually have a funny story. I had one time I was on this bounty. I had to take a man alive. So I was like, all right. So I shot him with a rubber bullet right in the stomach, but I was point blank. He threw up all over my face. Oh, it was very funny. I ended up shooting him 4 more times. He got an ulcer because I hit him so hard. But
He survived.
no, no.
No.
I mean, I got him back to the client alive, but the client was Maelstrom, so no, he did not.
He
Are
is
we
dead.
sure that Duke hasn't already gone cyber psycho? Check that I
He's
can
been there. Yeah,
I'm
sure.
convinced now.
Okay, I was told by the rulebook that when your humanity is low enough, you should roleplay having a bit of a dissociative disorder. So that's what I'm doing.
Oh, no.
I'm trying to do that, but very, very badly.
It's hard to play Patrick Bateman unless you're Christian Bale. I understand.
Lesson, right?
Or me. I honestly, literally me. Not gonna lie. Let's see. Yeah, because, yeah. Honestly, relate to that movie super hard. Let's see.
I based
I-
a character on that movie.
I also
don't you
want
talk
to
to me
murder
about
Jared
it.
Leto with an axe. So
Same.
the character, of course. So
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, me too.
Aye, that's right. Aye.
okay, so I will say I'll keep an eye. What is Chain is piloting the?
No,
bug
Chain is not piloting. That would be
Oh,
Riley.
Riley is.
Riley is
Okay.
piloting.
I'm
This.
gonna look over
Okay.
to Chain. So you've worked as a net runner. Now we can get you down. I assume we're landing on the roof or a balcony.
Yeah, gonna be on the roof, and then we're gonna go from there. I'll see if I can't just jack into the security and let you guys in.
All right, good. Well, we'll go in and see what we can find and do whatever you need to do. Whatever corpse are there, we'll take them down. Is it a problem if I kill people?
There shouldn't be anyone in there, but no, it wouldn't be an issue if you had to
Yeah, but-
dispatch anyone.
Don't tell him he can kill people.
Hey, I can respect if you want me not to. I mean, I have other options available to me, but
What, like
Oh.
17 rubber bullets to a stomach?
Can you guys see the map right now?
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Also, if you guys like the maps, check out Cyber Maps on Patreon. They have some of the only really, really high quality sci-fi and cyberpunk battle maps in the entire internet. So check them out.
We love them.
These maps are dope.
Oh yeah, I wish I could animate these maps because he has a bunch of animated maps and stuff. Just like really cool stuff.
Oh,
like
that'd be so
animated
cool.
streets. I was gonna open up with the animated street for the police chase, but yeah,
That would have been cool.
roll 20 is
Uh,
lame as fuck. So we're doing that.
Maybe
Can I
next
make
time.
a perception check to see if I think that there's anyone at this building, or at least nearby when we land?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
When you guys land, Chain's gonna immediately start heading out and across this little bridge here.
I'll put all 4 into threat detection, so I get a +4 to this.
Okay.
So 19,
Walk a little bit forward.
and I'll follow close behind Chain.
Oh, yeah, probably would be. I'll be following kind of a bit. Oh, there we go.
Oh. The rooftop seems incredibly empty, and honestly, with your perception check, the Night City looks pretty nice. There's a lot of like, oh, there goes McWall. He's fucking leaping off
Oh,
the
God.
building.
Yeah, I was.
Just Assassin's Creed leap off the building.
D20 occasionally when I select when I select the corner of the character sheet to move it out of the way, occasionally it won't let go. And so I reached over to click Miguel, it dragged the thing over, and I was like, okay, let me click it and move it back.
That's pretty
And
funny.
apparently it grabbed Miguel and dragged it back with it. So Miguel just got grabbed with the finger of God and yeeted into space. He's back. Don't
Okay.
mind him. It's not our fault the world is programmed by Bethesda. We're good.
It's
Duke
okay.
has finally gone cyber psycho and he grabs Uptime and throws him off the fucking roof.
That's
I don't think I
loaded.
can make a roll to survive that.
Okay. Like I said, Duke, you're looking at the recovering heart of Night City in 2045, and there's neon as far as the eye can see, but there's also this nice. You can see Aldecaldo airships and all sorts of other airships belonging to other people and different factions and stuff like that lining the sky. There's the occasional flying car going by. Night City, this really makes it seem not so bleak. It seems actually kind of romantic in a literature sense.
It's very beautiful. Bacon's just staring at the neon like, holy shit, I've never been this high up before.
My old office had a view like this.
This
Your
is the
old
reason I do
office.
free running, by the way. You get to see Night City at a somewhat more tolerable angle.
She's just staring off at the distance there.
Meanwhile, Siren's just like holding onto the guardrail, like, I don't want to fall.
No. Siren does not have a problem with heights. Siren has a problem with being in the machine and height.
Oh, okay.
So the moment she's off, she's just at the guardrail, like, and just I can feel ground underneath my feet again, and it's all good. It's quite pretty up here.
Quite. It's gorgeous.
There's a nice breeze right now as well, so like those of you that have your hair uncovered, it's like gently tossing it. Nice and cool.
It's like a movie moment.
It is a movie moment. It's really nice. And you see Chain walk up, and she pulls a long cable out of her deck and jacks it into this panel, and she starts typing away something on her arm.
Can I sort of figure out precisely what it is she's doing?
She's literally just overriding doing a simple net running task of just overriding a password for a simple door. Nothing
Roger
too
that.
complicated. And the door.
See if I can. Is there any sign of life? Is there any sign of there being someone around, or
Duke made a perception check.
cameras watching?
Yeah,
or
I just checked
anything like
around.
that?
There's nobody.
Yeah, there's nobody
Oh.
here, as far as you
Okay.
know.
At least as far as we can tell.
This building doesn't seem exactly abandoned, which lines up with your intel. It was supposed to be abandoned, but it's obviously still functioning. There's like these red lights everywhere that are sort of just like standby lights, implying that it's not in function. But you can tell that this place is well taken care of to the point
Okay.
where
It seems to be like any working like cameras watching or anything
What?
like that.
What section of town is this?
you're good. Let me see.
I didn't mean to cut Siren off. You can answer her question later.
This is between the Glen and the old Corp Center, so that little sliver of University District. It's like right on the tail of it. This part of the University District is usually where not so well-to-do students stay. So
Yeah.
And with a little bit of typing and hacking in, she opens the door and gestures for a lot of you to file in, and the door immediately leads to an elevator.
I'll head in. Actually, I'll let everyone go first so that when it opens back up, I'm the first one out.
Pickett will just kind of trail behind as she was still staring at the skyline and be standing next to Duke.
Just nice.
Alright, Miguel will get in probably first, and he will reach into his wrist, pull out a single long cable, sort of like a little zzz sound, and plug it into the elevator to see if he can't start. Just making sure he's starting to feel out the edges of the net infrastructure, seeing how deep this is going to go.
Okay, let's see here. You can tell that there is a massive database nearby just by like running your regular routines, but you can also tell that there's smaller databases nearby implicative of security systems and that like. Let me see here. Don't mind me, I'm just getting the map set up. Yes, I have another map, and it's also from Cyber Maps. Much love to that guy, he's super nice.
Nice,
See.
nice.
I'm not watching you do that on stream. Not
Better,
at all.
better not be.
I'm
Let's
not.
see.
I'm actually staring at roll 20.
Oh, okay.
I just noticed like some like flicking between tabs.
Okay. Well, you enter this
It is.
office, and let me see here. Let me see if I can make it darker, because it is dark right now. And there's only just like the pale neon light and the subtle bit of moonlight pouring in through the place. So maybe I can make it darker.
Dancing in the pale, the pale
Ooh.
dark light.
I like it. I like it.
That's better. Okay.
I will say I have the night vision scope from Lulubelle, and it's attached to my Chiron, so I will have Lulubelle out so that I can like look and not be affected by the dark.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there you are. So, Chain's going to immediately start heading over to this door, like she knows immediately what to do. She is going to open it and just let herself in.
We'll follow.
Okay, let me reveal that.
Stand over here, peeking in.
Okay, you immediately see that she is in a security room, and she is going to sit down at the main terminal and jack into it.
This has nothing to do with me, so I'm gonna stay on this corner and can I make another perception check to see if I see or hear anyone in here? I just
Yeah, absolutely.
not thrilled with being in a supposedly abandoned building because I really have no doubts.
I could also do that. I've got amplified heating.
And like I said, I have +4 to this, so 25.
There is not a soul in here besides you guys. And
Okay.
with how high your perception check is, the footfalls of your companions are making you uneasy.
Yeah. You can see Duke has Lulubelle, and he's like looking and like very tense, like just scanning back. I don't like being in office buildings. This shit makes me nervous.
Are you alright? She's
Able
peeking
to-
over.
No, because it's kind of techy. I guess I don't have access to anything netrunnery, obviously. But is there any way that I can look around and see if I can figure out what company might have owned this building before? Like, you know how some companies have like the little like screensavers or whatever. I know everything's like shut down, but is there a way that I can look around and see if I can find that out?
Yeah, that's gonna take a little bit of time. But you can go around to like the deactivated terminals and see if you can find anything. I'll let you do that without even making a check.
Yeah. I'll just have a little look around. I'm being nosy, basically. Siren's just being a bit nosy.
Yeah. Alright.
She's just wandering in the dark hallway. She's having a great
Well,
time.
Duke, hey, don't wander too far off. Come on.
I wasn't gonna.
I'll head back to this corner over here. I'm still not thrilled about being in this place.
So, Kat, as you start opening up these terminals and stuff like that, all you see is login screens, and they're just blue. There is nothing interesting about them. There's no company logo or anything like that. It seems like, with your intellect, that you can figure out that they definitely cleaned off every single one of these to make sure that you wouldn't catch something like that. They thought ahead.
Scrubbed.
I was gonna say, there's no one's written like a password on a post-it note anywhere. No, I can just find.
I'll let you make
Like
a
in the game
perception
when you're
check.
just like, remember, the key to the safe is, and it's like, and you're like, oh, the safe, and you like run off back to the room that has a safe in it.
In any video game, Siren's convinced. Siren writes her passwords on post-it notes. She's convinced someone's bound to have done it.
She's gonna be looking for it.
Siren writes her password, but I thought Siren was the smart one. What the fuck is going on?
She
Hang
just-
on.
I write my passwords on the back of my hand. As you can tell, I've forgotten every single one of them. So,
Fuck's sake.
you can make a perception check if you want, Siren. Uptime.
I know I'm not gonna find anything.
It's worth a shot.
22. My
20
perception's very high.
22. You find a scratch pad, but you've noticed that the page has been ripped off, but you can sort of see that there is somebody pushed very hard with a pen. So,
Ooh.
So do I have a password or?
finding a pen and making sure it actually works, you scratch over it just to sort of like look at it, and it says evacuation tomorrow. And it was dated March 24th of 2039. So this place was evacuated 6 years ago, but it's still in good condition.
It was evacuated. That's interesting. I'll share that.
Evacuate.
I'll just say, looks like they left in a hurry, and I'll show the scratch pad.
There is some dust collecting on things, mind you. It's not exactly pristine, but it's definitely not underutilized.
Can I
Well, that's
check
not
some of
concerning.
these other like rooms and see what's around us?
Yeah, I want to see what Uptime's up to first, real quick though.
Okay, yeah, go.
So once he's walked in, I want to run this by. I just want to run by you, Red. This is Omni asking, not necessarily Miguel asking.
Yeah.
So the exact purpose of this mission is we're trying to find and acquire a physical chip which we're going to get out of this building. But to do so, we need to get into the system and break down the net to allow you guys access to the vault. Right?
Not
Please correct me if I'm wrong.
not exactly. And you, to be quite fair, you weren't told exactly what you were looking for. You just said they needed something out of a database. They didn't say it was physical. They didn't say it was digital either. They weren't very specific. But you know, just from your deck and stuff like that, that there is a database very close to this, and you actually imagine that it's through the wall here, and that she's logging into the security systems.
Okay.
You probably want to go
So-
look for that database. She'd look over at you.
All right. You got it, Amiga. And he would nod and begin walking out, and sort of quietly moving as he does so, pulling up Spectre and sort of popping his interface. Spectre, hold on my calls. I want silent mode.
Understands, yeah. Doing that now for you.
Gracias, amigo. Going dark. And he is going to, I assume, come over to this side. Is there a door over here?
Yes, there is.
Open the door.
Open the door.
You put your hand in front of it and nothing would happen, like Open Sesame style. But then, like a few seconds later, the green or the red light on it would turn green. You know, you'd hear Chain over your comms. Apparently, she just tapped right into your comms, over your agent. You know, you could have just asked for me to open it instead of, you know.
I know. I'm aware. I figured it was coming. Just, you never know sometimes with these sort of places. He sort of takes a look around. I assume this would be the terminal I'll be jacking into.
Yes, and look at all this juicy data.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
You wonder what
Yeah,
all
'cause
those servers could be holding. They still have a pale blue glow to them, so obviously there's something still in them. And it's also, this room is incredibly cold. This room is literally 40 degrees. It's to keep everything in there cool, obviously.
This is the reason why he usually wears a jacket, by the way, is he's used to working in these cold hypercomputing environments. But, you know, Omni's not wearing it because it feels like 100 degrees in Florida right now. Uptime most assuredly is. So he would go in, drop the virtuality goggles, and begin to sort of just take in the environment. And slowly take out one of his interface cords and sort of turn to, like, peer his head around the corner to look at Duke. Going in, amigo. Watch my 6.
Yeah, I will.
Click. And he slides it into a port. And he's going to jack in.
Right on. Okay. Let me go over to Vacant over here. Vacant, you found the bathrooms, so in case you need a tinkle, there you go.
Yeah, she's kind of peering into the doors, trying to figure out which is which. So I'm assuming they're both just bathrooms.
Let me see. One of these is definitely a man's, one of these is a woman's. Yeah, the one without the urinals is obviously the man's.
Yeah, she's just having a peek in and then like closing the door and then sort of wandering this corridor, like that, just kind of wandering up and down, just looking around at things. She's not doing anything particularly interesting.
Just sightseeing.
Pretty much, just wandering.
Duke, you find in front of you is actually a locked door. You could assume it's some sort of office because it has some name of a manager you've never heard of. It says J.L. Laszlo on it.
Laszlo.
Okay. Any of you good at picking locks?
That is a question. Hold on.
Where would we find that dexterity?
Is that a dex check thing?
Yeah, but you need lockpicking tools to do that, so you're better off
Okay.
just either
Oh.
kicking it in or hacking it.
Well,
Yeah, I can't do it.
I'm like, all right, fuck it, and I'm just going to kick the door.
make a check for me.
Okay. Athletics.
Well,
Yeah,
just while he's doing the check, see this bit, this space here?
yeah.
Is that a room? Because I can't see the door.
Yes, the door's on the opposite side.
okay.
This just appears to be another lesser
I'll say she's
maintenance
wandering.
room.
I'll say she's wandered over to have a look inside. Okay.
So there seems to be a separate room. So this controls what? Well, you wouldn't know what it controls, but you could assume that both of these control different things in the floors.
Bacon has 0 technology.
Okay, you made a 15 in athletics. You put your foot against the door and you like kick it as hard as you can, but it doesn't budge. It just sort of rattles in the frame a little.
And
That
Run.
name, J.L. Laszlo, can I get my agent up and just do like a little net search for that name just to see if there's a
What's-
big article about some CEO by that name?
Yeah, sure.
Was that entirely necessary, Duke? Did you have to kick the door?
I asked if you had a fucking lockpick. I'm gonna kick it again if we can't, figure out something else.
I'm gonna do it again.
Can I kick the door?
I mean, you can give it a shot if Duke's willing to relent.
I
Why
will
stuff?
back up and be like, please go right ahead.
Okay. So what check did you do for it again?
Athletics.
Well, I did athletics.
Athletics is fine.
Can I change it to brawling if she punches it with the cybernetic arm?
You want to punch a door open?
Yeah. She's gonna try just
mean-
to test the new arm. Just punch it with the or.
Got them wolvers, so you can just destroy the lock.
She
Sure.
could destroy the lock, but she wants to punch it.
Have at
that
it.
would be-
Punching a door. Enemy of
So that-
material object.
I rolled a 21. I still don't know if that's good, but I'm assuming 21 or anything over 20 is good.
You reel your fist back and punch through like the faux wood paneling on it,
Oh.
and you reach this like hard metal thing, but you dent the shit out of it. It actually doesn't hurt that bad, as bad as you'd expect it to.
I mean, it wouldn't hurt. It's the cybernetic arm, right?
Well, yeah, but cybernetics can have feeling in them, of course.
You'd still have the impact where
Oh,
it
okay.
like.
Yeah,
connects
it's all
to
right up your
tissue.
arm and then your shoulder, so you definitely
oh.
feel it.
Clong.
Uptime as you're trying to like jack in, you hear all this fucking noise, people slamming into things over and over again.
I'm gonna go in the server room. Uptime, can you unlock this door?
My arm. Wait, don't unlock the door. My arm is still in it.
Okay, hold on. Shh, shh. Let me work. He's gonna lower the virtuality goggles and then send a PM over to Shane and say, Shane, would you be so kind as to unlock the door for my compatriots?
Wait, no, my arm is still in the door.
He's
No,
not saying that out loud, by the way. That's a.
I assume you can pull your arm out.
I mean, she's trying, but yeah, so I'd imagine it's probably easy if it's just plywood.
Yeah, it's not even plywood, it's like completely fake wood, it's like plastic, it's made to look like wood. And
So-
you pull your fist out of it as the door like slides open.
oh,
Gracias, amiga. Should be open.
thank you.
Did my search get anything back?
Oh, okay. So you're looking for J.L. Laszlo. J.L. Laszlo just seems to be some sort of like lower tier corpo. It says he's worked for a lot of different companies and that he's like a tech expert. He's kind of like an IT guy, a glorified IT guy. But from the looks of his office, folks, it looks like he did nothing. Just like sat around all the time. He didn't. There's unless he just took all of his equipment with him, which he probably would have. There's no computer. There's nothing at all. There's just that glowing neon on his desk and a brazier. Guy had strange
Does
taste.
it say where he was working at the year that they evacuated?
2039.
39.
You
Yeah.
cannot find anything. It seems like files are missing. Like any sort of like wiki article you find about this guy is just not existent.
I'm gonna head back and be like, can you two stay here for a minute? And I'm gonna go over into the room that Chain is in.
I have a sit down on the couch.
How we doing, Chain?
Yeah, fine. I think the cameras aren't hooked up to this terminal, so I'm probably gonna have to go over to the other one to check. Neither are the elevators. Weird.
Now, if you tell us what we're looking for, we can help you find it.
Nah. That's alright. Uptime knows what you're looking for. He can figure it out.
That's about what I thought. All right, and I'm gonna go. And there's still one other room over here.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go immediately see what that situation is.
That door is actually just open, surprisingly enough, and it looks to be some sort of meeting room with 2 large monitors that are off and smaller monitors on the table that are also off. But you can tell that this meeting room hasn't been used in a while because there's dust on everything.
And there's nothing to indicate what corporation this was in the meeting room.
Nope.
Okay.
You actually even notice that there was once a logo on the wall, but it was like there's only like a shadow of like what shape it was, and you can't even make out what that shape could be because it's just a circle. So there's a lot of companies with circular logos.
Fucking circles.
They seem to have done a stellar job of hiding. It's not like they just left. It's almost like they're trying to hide that they ever worked.
I mean, there was an evacuation notice that you found on that desk.
I like how you just fucking parked it on the
Why?
couch, just like plopped
Yeah.
out. It's like-
Yeah, she's just having a sit down.
The moment that Duke said, "You two stay here," I watched Vacant's counter move to the couch.
Well, you did tell her to stay put, and what else is she gonna do but sit down?
Okay. Actually, Duke will post up over here so he can like see all the
Hey, come
entrances.
back.
You're just checking around the place.
And I'll pull up my agent and call Uptime. Find anything?
Working on it, Chief. Give me a minute. This isn't very quick work. And,
I'm not trying
Please.
to rush you. I just this place is
Duke is bored.
Duke
Duke-
bored! Punches wall.
no, Duke is on edge. He's like, this is not good. I do not like being in this office building for this long.
Yeah, it's giving you bad memories.
Yes, it is.
So, McWell, you'd hear like a little zzz, and then you'd hear Chain's voice through your headset. You're looking for a file marked confidential. It's probably gonna be at the bottom of the architecture. You good?
Roger that, Shane. Jumping in. And, he's going to sort of cock his head, crack his neck, both sides, as the interface plugs in the back that never quite, like, fully properly settled, finally click into place. And he's going to commence his dive.
Okay, make an ID check for me.
Oh, yeah. So,
So
let's see.
I did it. I read the net running pages. It's not anywhere near as hard as I thought it was gonna be. So yeah.
Yeah, okay, so let's see. So ID some files. All right, so this is just so this is interface plus D10.
Yep.
Okay, so interface. Is that the right? Oh, for God's sake. Character sheet, do you have to be literally like 20 wide for me to actually read anything?
Yes.
Yeah, apparently. Okay, gotcha.
I don't make
So-
the
Just
rules.
wandering between rooms now.
I don't make the
Okay,
rules,
so-
Omni. I just enforce them.
No, you're good. So it's 4 plus D10 plus versus D4. Okay, so that's not too bad. So advanced dice roller. Gonna have this on standby. All right, here we go.
Good luck.
11. Okay.
11.
You immediately identify a file that's marked confidential zip. So it's obviously has yet to be extracted, which is great because that means it's going to be a lot easier to transfer from this database over to your stuff. This is where the fun begins. The blue lights in the room turn red.
Ah, fuck.
Uh-oh.
All right. So as he does so, Miguel in cyberspace anyway doesn't look like he does in meat space. His avatar is basically really just kind of looks almost like a ghost, but it happens to have like the silhouette of his visor there, and
Okay.
his eyes. He just sort of is rendered in like a very blue, kind of pixelated monotone. So kind of like those old, like really simply rendered rotoscope images, like from Lord of the Rings, but his is all like pale blue. And so in the net space, he immediately begins to extend his hands out. And as he does so, okay, easy does it, Arrow. Easy does it. And he's going to reach his hand out to sort of stretch out nearly infinitely as he's going to attempt to use, first off, I want to make sure I'm doing this right because there's a bunch of these here. So let's see. He's going to attempt to use the cloak, that ability, to attempt to disguise his activities. Oh, actually, this is after. This is during, so we don't do that yet. Okay. Just making sure we got this right. So this is hideout traces, so this is you left and using that action. So technically, this would be something I do after an action, or in combined with it, since I would have 2 net actions. Actually, I have, nice, 3 net actions per turn.
Yep.
I assume it's my turn.
Yes, it is your turn at the moment.
Okay. So if that's the case then, first things first. Let's make sure we do, very quickly, a back door. So this is going to be not a zap, so this is standard interface. So again, same thing. Let's do it.
Yeah, you have reached a password, so let's see how you do. 9.
Okay.
You immediately break through the password, and as you would expect, it is a series of numbers and symbols. It is not an easy password. And you hear as soon as you get through the password, you have reached a node, and that is going to be another layer of password protection. There's actually you can see in your future that there's going to be 2 more layers of password protection, and then even more. They obviously don't want this file leaving the database.
Yeah.
So, you get a blip,
See.
and you'd hear over the comms, not just to you, but to everybody. There's security personnel on the way, and I can't stop them right now. I'm gonna try to get into the elevators, but that's the best I can do. Just be ready.
You
Which
fucking
door?
what?
I'm gonna get around the corner over here and be ready to shoot.
I can't
Okay.
ID the personnel either. They're jamming my signal.
Does Chain know where they're coming from?
Elevators.
Elevators.
Or if the elevators aren't functioning, there's always the windows.
Oh shit.
Oh,
I'm gonna crouch down here and just make sure I'm out of sight.
You hear Chain let out a groan as she rushes out of the room and like starts making her way over to the other one.
Okay. I also have 2 more net infrastructure actions to make, so we're gonna do it.
You know what I might do? I'm gonna crouch behind this desk.
You have one more because you did an ID and a back door, so you're at another back
That's
door.
true. That is true. So we have that's
So
the
I'm-
case. Let's do a Pathfinder check. So
See if anybody
let's
else is
see.
in here.
Huh?
Is that what you're doing, the Pathfinder check, to see if anybody else is watching you?
no, to get a good grip of what the entire net infrastructure looks like. So it's reveal the map. So basically, the higher my roll, the more I learn. So this kind of would just objectively tell me what I might be able to find in there, if there's black ice, anything like that, obstacles, etc.
Okay.
It's kind of like an awareness check in the net space.
Okay, go ahead and make your check.
Same exact one. Same
9.
exact roll sheet.
You have a password ahead of you, and there is some black ice. Not very powerful black ice, not very expensive stuff, but it's enough to maybe hinder you.
All right. You guys would hear over your comms, and the voice would seem distant, and you'd realize it's not actually him speaking. It's likely a text-to-speech program that's designed to sound almost like him. Chime in saying, "Net infrastructure seems pretty straightforward. It's going to be a bit of a fight on my end, but how are you all doing?"
I've been better.
You see the lights.
I'm gonna head into the room where Miguel is, just so that if something starts going wrong there, she's nearby to give medical help, but also she can kind of keep an eye on what's going on outside and shoot. And basically, she doesn't want to forget about the fact that Miguel might encounter some issues and get hurt.
There is a fat chance, since he literally just identified black ice, that means he can be cerebrally attacked. That's a word.
Yeah, so she's kind of she's gonna be there so that she can step out and shoot and help Vacant and Duke, but also be keeping an eye on everything basically.
Let's roll initiative.
Oh, here we go.
Wait.
Here we go.
Initiative. Hell yeah!
Here we go. Here we go.
Oh my god.
Make sure you guys click on
I
your
know.
tokens. Let's see here.
British pumping.
I've rolled a 25 on the app. Can I use that?
Yeah, I'll just add you in real quick.
Spicy.
So we got
25.
Duke got a 13,
What if that-
Miguel got a 15. You know, it's funny, the 24. Let's see here.
God.
I don't know, I was asking you. So let's see. 25.
Oh, you were asking me. It was yeah.
Yeah, what's funnier than 24? I'm asking the question.
25.
There you go, baby. Okay,
So we're watching SpongeBob here. That's me.
Pungebob is what I used to call
dare
him when I was a
you.
child. Okay, Kat, what did you get for initiative?
12.
12, okay.
Fucking Vacant's leading the pack right now. Holy shit.
That's upsetting.
Not quite so important.
Motherfucker!
I just work here, man. I don't.
How
Okay.
dare you?
How dare I? Okay, you see the elevator quickly going up, and these aren't like elevators in modern days where they tickle. This one's going like it's quickly and rapidly approaching your floor, and the doors open, and you see a bunch of armored security guards with assault weapons enter the room, and it's your turn, Vacant.
Oh shit.
Everybody get your fucking hands on the ground or I'll blow you away! You hear the guy in the front saying. He points immediately to you.
He can't. I'm crouching behind the desk. He wouldn't be able to see me.
Did you roll a stealth check?
Do you want me to roll a stealth
Yes,
check?
I do.
Okay. That's a
Whoa.
17.
17. Okay, well...
I'm
What's
aiming
your
around the
check?
corner.
So he sees Duke, so he's gonna point at Duke, though.
There's not a whole lot I can do from this angle.
You can always run into them, the four of them.
I'm not that fucking crazy.
Superman!
You're not
am I that
crazy.
crazy? Should I run it? I don't know.
Don't ask me.
Please don't kill your character.
I don't make the rules, I just enforce them.
What would Vacant do?
Punch them in the face.
Keep hiding.
Do you know what I'm gonna do? No, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna throw a tear gas grenade at them.
Oh, gee, I'm sorry. I didn't notice that Paul rated me with a party of 11. Thank you, Paul. I'm sorry. I didn't even get a notification. What the hell?
Oh, we're like,
Yeah. Wow. That just snuck in there, Paul.
I'm
Much
I'm
love,
sorry. I'm really sorry. Thank you for the raid. Jesus, I didn't see that. Oh God, I'm
you,
sorry.
you
I
were
put
mid
some
net
of the-
running.
Yeah, you were like right up in the middle of it.
You
Oh.
were like right in there, so we were like, we thanked them on the behalf while you. Were
I'm sorry. Jesus.
We thank.
Okay.
We got it. We
My-
got you.
Super huge. My
Red was
bad.
fucking moist. Just
Ah,
all up in-
yeah. I was in my hacker mode. I was putting in a bunch of stuff. I'm sorry. Thank you for the
You're as
raid. I
acting as
appreciate
I
it.
am.
Putting the glasses on. Oh,
We
Lord.
love you. It's fine.
Oh, I'm sorry. Jesus, hate being that guy. Thank you. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll a tear gas grenade underneath them. Just a slide it across the floor after pulling the pin. Just...
Okay. What does the tear gas grenade do again?
It's
I believe that's resist roll on their part.
anyone with meat eyes hit by the attack must instead attempt to beat a 13 resist torture drugs check. Anyone who fails suffers damage eye critical injury for the next minute.
The next minute. Okay. Critical eye injury, so that means they're not going to be able to see proper.
If they fail a DV13 save against resist torture or a drugs check.
Gotcha. Okay, I'll have all of them roll. Left to right.
I'm praying that I've just fucking blinded the squad.
What's the DV?
Nice.
Was that?
What's the
What was
DV
that?
for this?
13.
They all succeeded.
Motherfucker!
You see them.
Ah.
They're all wearing helmets and they have visors. Of course.
Wow.
Well, that was worth it.
Fourth.
That was a waste of a fucking grenade.
And as you roll that grenade across the floor, they immediately make note of you. And this officer is going to quickly step around the corner and he's going to open fire on you.
Oh, good.
Oh, great.
Just what I've always wanted.
Don't forget your shield.
Yeah, I do have the shield stats there, so
Okay.
That'll take away the save you the first 10 damage you take.
yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if I need to repair that or what, but
He just sort of moves
Replace
along the
it.
wall, like moving his like foot over foot. These guys are definitely tactical specialists, and he's gonna open fire at you and deal 13 damage.
how do I have? I've got armor on, so I can at least tank some of that.
Yeah.
So instead of taking 13, I'm gonna say that the shield gets ripped to fucking shreds and takes 5 away from that.
And then what armor do you have on underneath that? Because that's gonna reduce it down to 8.
The shield is 10 hit points.
Oh,
It's got
okay,
10
so
hit
reduce it by
points.
10.
Hit points.
I could
Yeah,
use all
so-
10, couldn't I, or does it have to be at all?
No, you
10?
use all of it at
It
once.
has-
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
So
So
then
then
it'd be
it's-
only 3 damage, which does not ablate your armor, so it doesn't affect you.
Didn't hit me. My shield is now ripped to fucking pieces, though.
Okay, you don't take any damage, but your shield takes severe damage. This
I mean, the
guy.
shield's just fucking gone at this point.
This guy's going to round the corner and be on the desk. He actually has a bulletproof shield in front of him, and he has a heavy pistol, and he's going to take a shot at you.
At me as well.
Yeah, it's going to do 10.
10. So how does armor work again, really quick?
So if it goes over your armor, then you take like everything except like what your armor would have taken, but your armor ablates by 1.
Okay, so I wouldn't take any damage then, because it's under both my armor pieces.
No, he's specifically aiming at your torso, so just factor in your torso armor, which is what exactly?
11.
11.
11. If it's
Okay.
under your armor, you don't take anything.
Okay, yeah, you wouldn't take any damage
But your
from the
armor
shot, then.
should now be, if it
Armor
was
go
11
down?
before, it should now be 9 because it took a hit last time.
It has to,
Yeah,
it has to
it has
exceed
to-
your armor to ablate it.
Yeah, so if it's just 10 to 11, it's not going to ablate the armor.
Yeah.
Mm.
It has to trample over for it to...
It would have to
Oh.
do 12 damage or more.
Oh, I see.
Okay, that is over to...
Does that
Sorry?
does that mean I don't minus anything on my body armor?
No.
Or I do?
Right.
Not right now.
No,
Okay.
you do not.
She took a fucking shot to the chest, and she's like, "Motherfucker!"
All right, uptime. It's over to you. Get your tech actions in.
All right. So, Outtime, now that he's gotten past that first password, is immediately going to, and this is where I get to start using programs as well, because this is going to be interesting. Activate only once per meat space round. So here's hoping this all works smoothly. Okay. So, we are going to see if we can't res ourselves a program. I think immediately, Uptime is going to res himself one of his armor programs. So that is, as I understand, just making sure I'm doing this right. Net actions, resing a program. Here we go. Just activate one of my programs. Seems like it's a standard net action.
Mhm.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like as though as if it actually requires a check. Let me just make sure. Yeah, I don't think it actually requires a check for me to activate a program. So that does take an action though. So he's going to res the armor program, which basically reduces any brain damage you receive by 4. So he reaches his hand out in the digital space and just sort of puts it out of the ground and pulls up almost like a Tron-like mirror in front of him. It sort of reflects back and coats him and makes him almost like think like the Super Mario 64 metal mushroom kind of effect.
Yeah.
Like just literally coated in metal. And so that'd be one of his actions. His second action is going to be an attempt to break through that next program. Let's just make sure I got this right. Here we go. Next one is going to be, we're going to try to break through that program. So that's going to be a scanner, I believe. Yes. All right. Let's
Are you trying to break through a password? Is that what you're trying to do?
Yeah, the password. Yes.
Okay, that will be a backdoor.
Backdoor. Roger that. All right. Yeah. Okay. There we go. So the same check. So we're looking at the 1d10 plus 4. Wham.
12.
12.
Break through the password. It's another series of numbers and letters and symbols.
And again, I figure as he's walking, like, he's sort of reaching his hand out, and as he does, like, his hand begins rapidly cycling through numbers and codes, sort of grabs the password and just slowly deletes it, as his hand, like, pushes through each number, like a cursor, as it reaches the right number, just sort of punches through to the next one, like, sort of shatters it, and moves through it again. Am I starting to see where that black ice is going to be located?
Yep, it's right in front of you right now.
All right, excellent.
There is an asp in front of you.
Oh, delightful. Just wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, crap.
You're gonna get fucked. So let's see.
Yeah, that's pretty significant.
Okay, it's going to make an attack against you.
Yep. I do still have one net action left. So, let's see. Would this thing be on its own? Is that the next one in line, or is that still... Does it do it immediately during my turn?
It does it immediately because it was waiting for you.
Got you. All right.
Let me do that roll real quick.
Roger, Dodger, Hermano.
That'll
This is going smoothly.
Sure.
Yes,
sure it is.
Quiet, you. I know what I said.
Yee. All right.
Oh, by the way, Red, before you do, I just found it. There is a res value I need to roll, so let me roll to see if I have the armor at all.
Okay.
Because I don't want to screw you guys on this. It does res on a 7, so that's a 9. I'm good.
Okay, cool. What is your defense right now?
Defense right now at the moment is, and this is one of those weird little things. Wish this thing would actually just show me the damn page. Just take me to it, darn it. Okay. So, defense right now would be, please do your job. Net run. Should be the same as it normally would be. Where is my defense listed? Where did I find that specifically, Red? I'm still navigating.
Just go ahead and roll a, that'll just be a regular interface roll, basically.
Okay, gotcha. 8.
Okay, it hits. Omni, what are the programs you have on your deck right now?
Right now, my programs are Armor, Banhammer, Eraser, Sword, and Worm.
So how many is that?
Right now, I have a total of 7.
Okay.
And a couple of duplicates. One of them is currently rezzed at the moment, and that's the first armor program.
Okay. Okay, so here's what's gonna happen. So how many was that again?
Total
7.
Was 10?
No, it's 7 programs. My defense was an 8.
Okay. You have 7 programs. Okay, from left to right, destroy the 5th one.
Okay, so going down.
And it's completely destroyed. You have to buy a new one.
Ah, damn. Okay. So that would be one of his swords. So as this program reaches up, he literally sort of goes to block, and as it lashes at him, it shatters, and the image of a sword sort of like phases out and de-reses Tron style on the ground.
The icon for this thing is this massive Egyptian cobra, and it's spitting these beams of neon green light at you as it just completely shatters your sword.
Bastard. All right. You asked for it. And he's going to reach into his cloak, and he's going to, if I can get this to work. Yes. All right. I need to get myself this is an attack program, actually, entertainingly.
Yeah.
He is going to activate Banhammer. So He reaches into his cloak, his like digitized lower body, and pulls out this massive digitized sledge. Just brings it up and tries to go in for a swing. So Banhammer's active.
Go for it, boss.
Hell yeah. Okay, so we should be looking at 1d. If this works, to make sure I've got this right. Dude, get out of here. Okay. If this works, it'll do 3d6 damage to this guy. So, roll the hit. Takes an 8.
Let me see if that breaks through. Need to roll its defense now.
Net running is so fucking complicated.
Yeah,
No,
it's
I'm
wild.
lost.
Don't worry,
I'm
me
fucking
too.
lost.
it's like a fucking game within a game.
Okay, that
it
hits.
literally has its own rules for combat. It's crazy.
That hits. Roll your 3d6.
Hell yeah.
Jesus.
It's actually 2d6 specifically against black ice. It's 3d6 against another net runner because I'm beating them over the head with a digital sledge.
Oh, that's
shit.
pretty weak.
Fucking.
Okay.
That's really low. Is there a way for me to reroll that, Eddie?
Don't believe
Someone put a reroll at the.
so.
It's
Redeem a
alright.
reroll.
So he brings it down and dunks 3 res damage onto this thing.
Okay. Doesn't seem to be too affected by it. You still have one more turn.
Okay. Frustrated, he's going to sort of just leave it there and immediately reach into his cloak and pull out his other hand, which will immediately sharpen into like a near 3-dimensional edge, and bring that in as he brings out the other copy of his sword. So
My backup
this is-
sword. I bet you didn't expect this.
I have a lot of weapons. I'm a badass in the virtual space. In real life, I don't have many weapons, but in virtual space, I'm an armory, buddy. That's a 12, Chief.
Ooh, okay. Let's roll defense again. But only one of you's a net runner. Let's see here.
Yeah, it's kind of nuts.
It hits.
Well,
Roll your damage.
Oh yeah. So
let's see what Art's backup character is.
all right.
Yeah, we'll find out very quickly at this
Jesus
point.
Christ! What the hell is
Another
with
2
my rolling?
damage. Pretty
Dude.
good.
Damage. Literal double.
Somebody.
There's nothing I can do about this.
That's pretty funny. Okay, I think that's all 3 of your actions. This thing is still there.
Oh,
Yep,
God.
because I had because it was Banhammer, sword, and the first one was walking into the room. So yep, we're good. That's it.
Sounds good. Over to the security officers again.
Great.
This guy's gonna come up. He just has an AR, and he's going to actually, since these 2 guys seem to have her dispatched, he's going to fire at Duke.
Oh, thank Christ.
I will say I do have 2 points in damage deflection.
Okay. Where did my security? Ah, there it is. Okay. Slow rifle attack. Yeah.
These assholes. I need. Actually, I'll wait till my turn to ask a question.
Okay, so 13 minus 4 to hit me.
Let me double check and make
This-
sure that's in range.
I don't
7.
even think that
yeah,
that
hits
hits me.
That shouldn't be a minus,
Does it?
though. It should be a +4.
Well, if you roll a nat 1, then you minus a d10 from the total roll.
Oh, really?
That's why
Okay.
it's doing the minuses.
Okay, so,
So
that'll be
it would
an
be a
el-
9 to
that'd be
hit.
a 9. Yeah, so that would not hit. Not at 8 meters.
Nice.
Okay. He completely
That's-
misses.
yeah.
You just see bullets like
I-
ricochet off the wall.
I double checked to look why it was doing the minuses sometimes, and it's like, or doing the red or the green. It's if you roll a 1 or a d10, or if you roll a 10 on the d10, then it's like a d10 you get an extra d10 added, and then a 1 you get a minus d10 added.
Ah, okay. Well, that makes sense.
That's
Yeah.
rough.
I don't remember
Yes.
reading that anywhere. Anyway, Duke, go ahead. You just got shot at.
Okay, I will return the favor and shoot right the fuck back at him.
I mean, I don't know what I expected.
17 to hit.
17 from 7.
Mhm.
Yeah, that hits. 12 damage. This guy does not
Okay.
have a shield. Let me check his armor real quick.
I also have spot weakness, so it does 2 additional damage, so it'll be 14 damage. And he's also now set on fire for my incendiary.
How much does
Nice.
how much does the fire do each turn?
So for the fire, that's the fun thing. So for incendiary, until your target spends an action to put themselves out, they take 2 damage directly to their HP whenever they end their turn.
Okay. He is on fire and he took 2 damage from that shot you just put out.
Yeah, so
That's
it's
fucking
14
good.
damage, and now, unless he uses an action to put himself out, he'll take 2 damage at the end of each of his turns.
Sounds good. I'll put a little fire emoji on him if I can find one. There is one. Okay. He's currently on fire. He's trying to pat himself out.
And I'm just gonna aim and just be like, this building belongs to us now. I suggest you pack the fuck up and get the fuck out.
Okay, over to Siren.
What you
Oh
got?
boy. Well, so first of all, uptime. Is there any any outside physical sign of like damage or stress or like that he's having a tough time?
No, he's doing fine. You notice one of the lights on his deck went off, but that doesn't do any physical damage to him.
But he doesn't look like he's like roiling in pain or anything.
No.
Cool. I hear gunfire outside.
Mm-hmm.
So, how many? With my amplified hearing, I just about hear it. How many squares can I move again?
It's twice your move.
Sorry.
Probably your movement.
It's twice your
Yeah.
move score. I believe yours is 4 or 5.
5. Oh, twice your movement score.
Yeah, so you can move if you have 5.
Mine
you'd
is
move-
5, so I can do 10 squares.
Yeah, you can move 10 squares, so you can like go over here or whatever.
I'm just write it down.
You can make it.
Nice.
You can see a man I
can
just
I-
set on fire.
Typical Duke behavior.
Oh boy, this is not like snapping very well, but I guess it's because it's not quite. From here, can I see any of them? To shoot them?
Yes, you can see the one that's on fire and you can see the one immediately behind them. This guy has a shield. I'm gonna give him a shield.
You got a shield?
Bulletproof
I
shield.
will.
That's my thing.
I will shoot the one behind the one that's on fire because the one that's on fire looks like he's kind of being dealt with, ish.
Okay.
So I'll
Ish.
shoot the one behind, ish.
Ish. Okay.
Cool.
Make an attack for me whenever you're good to go.
22.
22. That's gonna hit regardless. Yeah. Okay. Roll your damage. Whoops.
19.
19. That's really good. Okay.
It's an assault rifle, so.
Okay. So this guy definitely has armor jack on, but you're gonna do so. Let's see, 7 damage to him, and ablate
7.
some of his armor.
Cool, cool,
Nice.
cool.
Better than nothing.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's it's something. And I will, as I'm out, I will say, can I see vacant?
Yeah.
I would imagine so. She's not crouching anymore.
Oh, actually, let me
Did
see.
Va-
I don't know
Did
if you
vacant
can.
take down any damage in the end?
No.
You can't. You couldn't
No.
see them, but no, they didn't end up
Or sh-
taking any damage.
Her shield
Yeah.
got fucking obliterated though. So I think I need to buy a new
Yeah.
one.
Siren's got her
Yeah.
shield up as well.
I don't know
she's
how
got
that works.
physical shield.
You have to buy a new one every time.
God damn it, that's gonna be very expensive.
Okay.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
the
but it
last.
saves you from 10 potential damage every time.
That's very handy. Yes.
Okay, so I will shout out to Duke. If I can't see, then I would shout out. Where's vacant? Is she okay?
I'm just gonna be like, she's almost fucking surrounded.
Oh, fuck.
Vacant, you're gonna
Wow.
get fucking smacks. Maybe not actually. This
the
guy.
shield?
No, this guy pulls out. This guy has an assault rifle in one hand, and he pulls out like this baton in the other, and he like swings it at you, and then you just barely manage to dodge it.
Oh. That was a mistake.
Okay, it's your turn.
Yeah, he's getting fucking slashed with the claws. The claw just fucking extends from her knuckles and she goes for an uppercut. And that's a 21 to hit.
21 hits. Actually, I need to make a dodge.
Do you?
I do, because he's in melee. That'd be an evasion roll.
Mm.
Okay, you still hit.
Okay. He takes a 16 damage from the first one, so she's went right up the middle of his chest, trying to hit.
Okay, he'll take... You said 16?
Yeah.
Okay, he'll take 4.
Okay. And she's gonna swing again.
Can you-
On a downswing.
Can you make 2 attacks?
With
Yes.
Wolvers, yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. It's
Cool,
the same as a heavy melee weapon, so I get two hits with it.
Gotcha. Go ahead.
Okay. This is 17.
Okay, making another evasion.
Please don't fucking dodge this.
Miss.
Well,
Well,
that's
fuck.
not- the claws just
Bruh.
detract. Instead of as he's evading, the claws just fucking detract as she goes to hit him and misses completely. Still trying to get used to using cybernetics. She's not very good at it yet.
Okay.
I got nothing. That's me.
This fellow's gonna start moving. I believe their movement is... Okay, yeah. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's gonna move over here and get a good angle on Duke and start opening fire at him. Actually, they'll probably
shit.
open fire at Siren, who was the one that shot at him. She also has a more threatening weapon than a pistol, so... Assessing threats and whatnot.
What?
Misses.
Don't
Oh,
shoot
wow.
the medic.
That's a low roll. You see him open
Oh, good.
fire at you, and this spray of bullets just completely misses you.
Excellent. That's fine. Because I do have evasion as well. And a shield. I'm protected.
1, 2, 3,
Fuck out of here.
4,
Just
5.
Wait, should I have not rolled an evasion roll earlier?
What do you mean?
Yeah.
For what,
That's
getting
fine.
shot at? No.
Not for that, for when he swung the baton, but I
He
just using the
missed,
rolls.
so it doesn't matter.
He missed.
He missed really hard, so it didn't matter too much. This shield
Okay.
guy's like closing around the terminals, Duke, and he's gonna fire a pistol shot at you with a heavy pistol.
Oh,
Let's see. That'll be... Yeah, that'll hit. That's gonna do
Yep.
15.
okay. So let me double check for my damage deflection. I reduced that by 1, so 14. And then I have 11 armor, so I only take 3 damage.
Okay. It does ablate your armor, obviously. But
Yes.
back over to Miguel. Miguel, sorry.
It's all right. So last revision of my dumb start figuring things out. I don't need to roll to activate a program. It's just some programs have a res value equal to their, which is basically their digital HP. I
Yeah.
misread that in terms of resing it into existence, which was wrong. That's a me.
Res is
So-
their health, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
My bad, I should
So
have.
for the most part, I don't need to worry about it. So active programs, I still have my. This thing is going to work. Yeah, I still have armor. I still have banhammer, hilariously, and I still have sword active. So right now, on one hand, he's got this glowing digital sledge, and the other hand, his arm is sharpened to like a knife-like point. He's glaring at this thing in front of him. All right, amigo, you want to dance? Let's go. Banhammer, first attack, going into the swing.
Get him.
7.
7. Let's roll a dodge. 7's pretty low, but this
Yeah.
thing's dodge isn't super high either, so. Okay, you miss.
I miss?
It moves out of the way as you heft this hammer and swing it.
Ah, son of a... And he brings the... his next attack is going to be swinging with his sword as he extends the blade out, hoping to catch it as it's dodging. Right now, you're not in the room, but if you were, Siren, you would see that Miguel is kind of like slightly convulsing in place. Even though he's not the one moving in the digital space, I figure the avatar is kind of like a JoJo's stand in the 3D space that he's puppeting. Because technically he still sees the room. He's not out of his senses. Virtuality goggles let him see things and interact and move. He's just sort of suspending it into the space. So he's going for another one as this thing dodges, and that's a 14, baby. Max hit.
Hell yeah. Okay. He's probably not. Yeah, that can't be dodged. Go ahead and roll your
Hell yeah.
damage. Then.
Is there any benefit to
Kill
critting?
him.
Critting in the virtual space, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything.
Just roll damage for now.
All right, 2d6. That's 6 damage.
6 damage. Okay. You slice this thing and you take half of its body away, but its head and like what's left of its body are still moving, and it's still shooting lasers at you. So it's gonna make another attack.
All right.
So make a defense roll, please.
All right.
Right.
So that would. Okay. Let's make sure I got this right here. That is net combat. There we go. So, dude, I would love it if you would stop trying to highlight things. Select the damn. Oh, for God's sake. All right. There we go. Net combat. So, it's going to be just another interface roll.
Yep.
Let's go.
Okay.
9.
It hits.
Okay.
Alright, so you
How much
have
damage?
doesn't do damage, it's destroying your programs.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, damn it.
So with the 6 left
Sicilian.
that you have, it's gonna destroy number 4.
Oh, there goes Eraser. All right.
Yeah,
So-
Miguel, this is the most annoying type of black ice. This type that completely fries your systems.
Yeah.
It doesn't deal damage to you or the Netrunner. It just destroys the shit that you spent a bunch of eddies on.
Yeah, he's really pissed at this thing. And he just sort of cusses an extraordinarily foul string of Spanish, which actually appears in Meat Space as well. As he brings one more swing with the banhammer in from the other side, trying to kill this thing before it tears apart any more of his programs. That's a 12.
Okay, rolling for evade. 12's pretty high, so there's a chance. Okay, you hit. Roll damage for me.
Another 3.
You
I am
got it,
Lincoln.
dude.
I'm telling you, Roll20's been mean to me. Ask Red, how bad was Roll20 to us last night?
Roll 20 was
What's the
fucking
word?
brutal. I kept rolling minimum damage on fucking Dark Heresy. It was obnoxious.
I succeeded on 2 rolls over the course of 4 hours. That's how bad it was.
It was pretty fun.
Wow.
Yeah.
D100 games are unforgiving as fuck.
Yeah.
Okay, Miguel, you reduce this thing into literal pieces. It's still around, and it's still definitely hucking neon lasers at you. And we're gonna go back to the security officer who's on fire. You said they take fire damage at the start of their turn, Duke?
The end of their turn.
End
He
of their
can use
turn.
his action to put himself out, or he can do his action to do whatever he wants, but he's on fire. So if he ends his turn on fire, he takes 2 damage directly to his health.
Okay, he's gonna like run into this room and start trying to pat himself out.
Oh no, that's what our friend is.
Hey, guys.
Kane's like, hey.
I got it. I'm next.
Oh, I thought you guys might like to know that I've jammed the elevator because there's 2 more squads on the way. So you might want to tell your Netrunner buddy to hurry the hell up. Otherwise, we're going to get completely surrounded.
Oh, time, hurry the fuck up!
I'm busy fighting fucking laser snakes. Give me a minute.
Well, no, here's
Are you-
I'm in the middle of a synthwave dreamscape. Give me a minute, Jesus.
Are you playing fucking Tetris?
I'm in the metaverse.
No,
Give me a
I'm
second.
I'm playing snakes. Smash, smash.
Go ahead.
I think
Duke.
really to sell the point home, Duke is going to tell Uptime over his agent in Spanish. Fucking cuidado, like we gotta hurry the fuck up, son. All right. Can I like scramble over these terminals to get into that room? Like,
Yeah, I'll say you can. Duke's not a large fellow, so you could probably squeeze between these.
Okay, I can go 12 then, because my
Move is 6.
Yep.
Yeah, you can get right in there.
So I'm gonna get right here.
Oh.
I'll put my body actually between Shane and this dude, and I'll see that he like pat himself out, and I'm just gonna shake my head and shoot him again, set him on fire again.
Finally, no more firefights! Go and roll the hit
That
for me.
poor bastard's just getting set about.
My man's gonna smell like barbecue. Ooh,
Okay,
wow.
so
What-
with my
what was
spout
that?
weakness,
24?
So there's 2 additional damage, so it'll be 24 damage, and he's set on fire again if he's still alive.
Okay.
Holy shit!
Oh, he's fucking screaming.
I also want to point out, since I rolled 2 6s, he suffers a critical injury as well.
Nice, okay. Let's see here. He is
I
going to
never
be on
checked.
fire again, not
Shit.
quite dead. That means his armor is also bladed once again. Let me pull up critical injuries real quick.
How does that work with melee weapons? Is it the same?
If
just
you
roll-
roll 2 6s for damage, then you land a critical injury on them.
Right, I'll need to keep an eye out for that because I didn't know that.
I rolled almost max damage on this guy.
Yeah, he's fucking dead. He's taking hits.
Wound
know he's dead.
states, critical.
He's not dead, but he's gonna be if he tries to fucking do anything to chain.
Okay, we're just gonna assume that it's to the body. So, Duke, if you want to
Yeah.
roll 2d6s to see what happens to him.
Absolutely, I would love to. A 6.
6. Broken arm. You shoot a hole right through his arm, and you just see like sinew and blood explode everywhere. It seemed that you really just destroyed his arm to the point where he can no longer hold a rifle, so he's gonna have to maintain his sidearm. But yeah,
Hell yeah.
he is not in good shape, and you see him with his good arm. He's going to put his fingers up to his helmet, and you can hear like him yelling under his helmet something that you can't quite make out.
I'm just holding the revolver. You know who you are. You're the son of 1,000 fathers, all bastards like you. I'm just staring him the fuck down.
Thank you for the hydration check, Ginger. And
Nice.
let's
Gracias.
move over to Cat.
I don't have a drink.
Today's drink is orange juice and what am I drinking? Passion fruit vodka.
Today's drink, like every other day, is water for Red.
Fuck your water.
I like my water.
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 Tracked one more incendiary bullet.
Cat, your turn.
My turn.
Time to
Uh,
shooty or healy.
So I have this guy that's in front of me that has a shield up. Is that
Yes,
right?
he does have a riot shield at the moment.
And then the one behind is the one that I shot before.
Yes, and he does not have a shield. The one with the little symbol has the shield. That's it.
Does not have a shield. I will shoot the. I will shoot the one that I shot before.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a roll.
Uh, 20.
20, let's see. From that distance, that's gonna hit. Go ahead and give me damage.
Do some damage.
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 Sorry, my.
You're totally good.
Yeah, there you go. 20 damage.
20. Okay, cool. Let's see. You're gonna ablate his armor, and he's going to take 9. Minus 9. Go down to 20. I'm not gonna tell you what his health points are. Almost did because I'm stupid.
Sorry, do you remember that one by me again?
No, you're fine. Do you want to use any of your movement?
What was that, Chief?
No, nothing. Nothing. Shh, 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 shh.
What was that
I
number
didn't quite
again?
hear you.
What was that number again?
74. No, I'm kidding. So, did you want to move?
And then I'm good. And then I do
I'll
want to
start
move.
using my
I'm
shotgun.
I'm gonna step back here, just by the doorway.
Just so you can keep an eye on Miguel.
Yeah, I want to keep an eye, but I don't want to like go into the room because I don't want them to follow me into the room. So I want to just like step back a bit further from them, but I want to be able to just keep an eye on uptime as well.
Gotcha. Okay, you unleash a series of bullet fire, and it like definitely impacts the armor, and it clearly does some damage to him because he's reeling a little bit, but he still maintains his shooting posture. This officer is going to take 2 swings at uptime. in which you can make 2 dodge rolls if you wish.
That's vacant.
Vacant.
Yeah.
Vacant.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm over
Wait,
here.
hang on a
enjoying
minute.
Safely playing Frogger.
Hold the
This
fucking
This
phone.
officer pops up from the ground.
What the? He's not hitting. Come on.
What's up
This
with a
guy
3 and a?
fucking-
So it's not calculating the plus 12.
Right. I was gonna say, is this guy fucking drunk?
That'd be a
Can he
15.
hit me?
That'd be a 15 and a 16. So give me 2 evasion rolls.
Okay. Evasion. So neither of them hit.
Okay, cool.
Okay, Vacant's just too fast. She's like fucking like just flicking back and moving backwards a bit.
Vacant, you start your turn and you're ready to start swinging again, and then your phone starts vibrating.
Shit. Hold on a minute.
You're just telling this guy to hold on.
Hold
Why
on.
aren't you at rehearsal?
How'd
She
you
will
know?
answer the phone, but she's also going to do the. In fact, she would probably answer and take a swing at the same time.
Sure, by all means. Start
Okay.
swinging.
Oh my god.
That first one is 16.
Okay, I'm gonna make an evasion roll on his behalf. Yeah, he evades with the
Fuck.
natural
Alright,
10.
Let's see what the phone wants before I take my second shot.
So you answer the phone and you hear this woman just yell at you, "Where the fuck are you?"
Now is not the time. I'm a bit busy.
Rehearsal started a fucking hour ago, Vacant. Where the fuck are you?
Yes. I'm currently being shot at. Do you mind waiting 5 minutes?
Oh my fucking
minutes.
god. Cladriel, thank you for the follow. I hope I pronounced your name right.
Meanwhile, in
Oh,
the background, you can hear
no.
like, it's high noon.
Oh, fuck. While we're talking, I'm gonna take my second swing. That's a 21.
Okay, making another evasion. Okay, that hits. Roll damage.
I totally forgot that the rehearsals were tonight. I'm so sorry.
You've used this fucking excuse 2 times this past 3 weeks. Fuck off. Be here in an hour or I'm gonna kick your fucking ass. She immediately hangs up.
Oh, fuck. Oh, God. That's a 12, by the way.
Okay, 12 damage. Wait, did you roll? How much damage was? How many damage die did you roll?
3d6.
Okay, and you rolled. Okay, so 12
I didn't roll
damage.
the first one because I missed.
Ah, okay. So you're gonna roll. He's gonna take 1 damage and ablate the armor.
Oh, I meant to ask another really, really quick question.
Sure.
How does dismemberment work? Can I aim an attack to aim for like a
If you
wrist?
aim for a specific part, it's a -8 to your roll.
I saw that, yeah.
Mm.
So if you want to punch somebody
uh,
specifically in the head, you're gonna take a -8 to the hit roll,
I'm-
but you could do it.
I was actually gonna go after the guy with the shield and try and cut his hand off and take the shield.
Jesus.
Oh, I see how it is. When you want something, it's alright to cut people's limbs off.
But when Duke wants something, oh boy, cowboy, no good. Big scary, come
Oh,
get you
fucking
nighttime.
Maniac.
Listen, the difference is these guys are trying to kill us. The other guy was already dead.
Exactly.
True.
These
Listen.
are people with lives and families. That dude is already dead. Who gives a shit?
Actually, this guy's
Yeah,
gonna sort of peek in this way, and he's gonna take a couple of shots at Duke.
Yeah, fucking bring it on. Think I
Fucking-
care about this guy?
Hit me. I don't give a fuck.
Shit.
Okay, 20 is going to hit, and you're gonna take 18.
Okay. So I do -1 to that, so 17. So I take 7 damage. Okay.
Okay. You hear him yelling even through his helmet to put your fucking gun on the ground, just screaming.
I don't-
Jesus.
He could say whatever he wants. It's not happening.
You see, Chain has a cigarette hanging from her lips, and she's just sort of like watching this exchange while her fingers are just typing on the keyboard. Are you gonna kill them, or what are you doing? She's very casually.
Chain is unperturbed.
She's in her lane.
Jesus Christ.
Fucking 17-year-olds. It's just they don't care. Just pure nihilists.
As somebody that was once a 17-year-old myself, yes.
What, a minute ago?
Damn.
17 was 4 years ago for me. Okay, jeez.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about how long it was ago for me. We move on.
Okay, the security officer with the
comment.
riot shield is going to start heading in the direction of Siren. So it'll be 1, 2, 3,
No,
4,
I don't
5,
think so.
6.
No. Get your ass back here. I'm gonna cut
No,
your
no,
fucking
no, no,
hand off.
back
Oh
it
well,
up,
I mean, if you
back it
said so, I guess I'll shut up. Oh.
I should just Vacant shouting in character. Get the fuck back over here.
He's not listening. He's just moving. Okay. You can roll to evade bullets if I remember correctly, Kat. So go ahead and make your
I
evasion. roll.
can, yeah. I can.
I
The
need to
Matrix
get-
style.
Just
I need to get that up.
20?
20? Yeah, you evade a pistol shot. He shoots at you and you just go.
I think you should do an intimidation roll there because that's like a holy shit moment.
You
Just
yeah,
like slightly, just like deadpan, just slightly cocks her head as it just goes whizzing past. Yeah.
just literal fear, just like she dodged. I don't know about you guys, but when I'm in fear, I make like weird monkey noises.
No, I scream like a normal
I
person.
just go ooh like really loudly. It's-
I do freak out a little bit and make occasionally shrieking sounds. So yeah.
we need to play more horror games on this channel. Okay, Omni, uptime. It is your turn. You're back to dealing with Mr. Asp.
All right.
Please kill him.
Again. Yeah. No. He's not gonna kill me, but he is destroying a lot of my very expensive programs, and so
What
again in fury, he just sort of he brings the hammer down. He's trying to smash the. He's basically trying to like do a ground pound, which hopefully the shockwave will kill the ass. So, basic attack. There we go. It's an
Okay.
11. Die. Just die.
Rolling to dodge. Okay,
Damn
yeah,
it.
it hits. It hits. Roll damage.
Okay.
The love of God.
Just die! As he brings the hammer down, and just a shockwave of light erupts from that point.
I like how you did 11 damage when it only has 1 health left. Okay, so it fucking
Yeah.
it explodes into pixels and neon lights until it just disappears, and before you is another password protected wall.
Jesus Christ.
Finally! And he just sort of shakes his hands, and the programs de-res back into his hands. He's going to keep them active. Using another program, though, he's going to reach out and sort of pop out a little, from his hand, it looks like a string that slowly coils down and begins to move. So sort of swimming in the air like almost a tapeworm or an eel. He just sort of whisper, "All right, amigo, let's get to it." And that's going to be his worm program, which activated. Worm increases my backdoor checks by 2 as long as it's
Oh.
res.
Nice.
So, get wrecked. It's this plus 2, so that's a 12.
So that'll be a 12. Okay, you break through. The password is deceptively simple. It is literally just 216.
He literally looks at the password for a second, the little shattered digital remnants of it, and shakes his head. You see, this is why they have seminars about office security. As he walks through it.
Word with a capital P.
Yeah.
Wow.
So what else is in the infrastructure that I can see ahead of me?
Okay. Well, Omni, you asked for it. There's more black ice in front of you, and you hear this low, vicious growl, and you see a pair of glowing red eyes, and smoke and fire escape from its maw. You've encountered a hellhound.
Ah,
No wonder the asp
Alright.
was there. It was trying to soften you up for the hellhound. It's going to
Yeah,
try to
no.
it's going to try to get the drop on you really quick.
all right.
I'll see how it does there. And if it does succeed on this check here, that means you can't dodge it. So let's see how that goes.
That's gonna suck.
That'll be interface and speed. Cool. Actually, you go ahead and roll interface and speed as well.
All right, let's do it. Interface and speed.
Yes.
Okay, so that'll be D4 plus 4 plus my speed, which is this thing would ever show up. Come on, cowboy.
What are you talking to Duke like that for? Let's see.
Come here, space cowboy.
Oh.
Let's see if
Oh.
get this down here.
Oh.
Is that so? What exactly would speed be? Would that just be the interface roll, or is there another Is there another roll I'm not aware of?
Do
here?
you have a? Does your deck have a certain speed? Let me double check real quick.
I don't think it does, but maybe.
You could
Let's
double
see.
check that for me.
Yeah, I'm doing that right now.
Okay.
Inventory, gear, cyber deck. No, it doesn't have any speed listed. So
I guess that would just be your interface then, regular interface roll.
yeah, that's all I can think of. All right, let's do it. That's an 8.
Hey, let's see. Any speed? Okay, so you don't. Okay, you get speed bonuses from like other systems if you activated them. That's what that comes from. Okay.
Correct.
All right, Omni. This thing is going to hit you.
Okay.
It's going to do 2d6 damage directly to your brain,
You got it.
and you're also going to catch fire in the meat space.
Nice.
Okay, you're gonna take 5 damage directly to your brain as this thing chomps into your avatar, and you feel yourself start burning, and your clothing and your cyber deck is on fire. So unless you spend a meat
So
action
he's
to put
actually
yourself out, go on.
So he's only going to be taking 1 damage because he has armor. So that reduces incoming damage by 4.
Okay, so you take 1 damage then.
Yep. So he sort of braces as though fire washes over him and sort of cracks through the armor a little bit. He grimaces, and out in the meat space, a little bit of blood begins to run from the corner of one of his eyes. And the cyber deck begins to catch fire and just sort of hisses, annoyed at it.
Yeah, you're also on fire, so you need to spend a meat action to put yourself out, or you take 2 damage at the start whenever you end your turn.
Jesus Christ.
All right. Well, I do have an action to do it, so
Yep.
let's see. So I have a yeah. So
You
I
could
have no
attack
action,
this
I have to-
thing, or you could put yourself out. Those are your options,
You know what?
pretty much.
I got a lot of health, and this thing's gonna be much more dangerous if this thing starts de-resing through my armor. So, he's just gonna grit his teeth and bring his hammer back up. All right, Fido, let's play. And he's gonna go in for a hammer swing. Please die. That's a 12.
Oh, that's pretty good. Okay, let's see what we get for our defense roll here. You have no idea how fucking hard it is to type with this shit on my hand. Let's see.
Oh, believe me, I have an idea. I debated doing a glove thing myself.
Okay.
You
I believe
hear me.
it's meets it beats it.
Hear you, but can't see you, Artie.
Yep.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, damage. Let's go. Wah. That's 8, Chief.
8. Ooh, that's pretty good. Okay. You manage to deal 8 damage to the Hellhound in front of you, and okay. Does your armor ablate?
No, the way this works is the armor does not ablate. Instead, it just it lowers all brain damage received by 4 as long as it remains res. So unless something attacks this program directly, which it can be attacked, it has a res of 7. I just automatically negate 4 incoming damage.
Cool. Okay. Just making sure that's how that works. Okay. We're gonna move back over to the security officers in the meat space. I already subtracted the 2 damage you took from being on fire. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. Siren, out of the corner of your eye, you just hear, and you see like him catch fire, and he starts like patting himself, but he's not patting himself off effectively enough.
Yeah.
Siren just calls. Is now a bad time to mention that you need to hurry up?
I am literally working on it.
I am literally on fire. Give me a minute.
Like
I'm on fire. I'm on fire.
Like clearly struggling, but they're trying to do it, and you just go, "Do you need help?"
Just keep
yeah.
them off of me. I've got this.
If you say so.
Okay. Roger that.
Okay. Back over to the meat space security officer. This guy's on fire. He's just gonna fucking leave the room, and he's gonna put himself out again because he's sick of being on fire.
He's just walking.
He's just gonna get right there and pull out his pistol with his one good arm that he has left, and passing it over to Duke.
Okay. I'm tempted to set that guy on fire again.
Why you gotta do him like that?
Please
Um,
do.
I don't. I'm deciding if I want to shoot this. This is the dude that Siren has shot multiple times, right?
Yes. Both of these guys
Uh,
are pretty decently injured. This guy has that arm effect that basically makes his arm useless. So he's just using a pistol.
That's right. He's not as big a problem. This dude is right in my face, and I'm going to shoot him. It doesn't need to be fancy. Don't got to reinvent the wheel. Gonna shoot him. It's a 19, so I'm gonna do extra 2 damage, so 16 damage,
16.
and
Okay.
he's on fire.
My name's Duke, and I like setting people on fire. Okay, so you do 6 damage and you set him ablaze.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. You know why they call me the Duke? I don't either. And I'm just gonna.
What a great cast line. I can't think of anything better. They called me the Duke in high school. Why? I don't fucking know. That's some Duke Nukem shit.
The funny thing is, Duke does know why he's called that, but he's not telling.
What a fake out. He's on fire.
Okay, and then oh, I only did 1 6. Okay, did a 6 and a 5. I was hoping I could critically injure him too.
Oh yeah, that was close. Fuck.
And then I'll take a step forward, so I'm like in the door. No, I don't want to be that close. I'll just take a step forward.
Okay. That puts us back to Siren.
Mm-hmm.
The hallway is being inhabited by a shield man.
That guy, does he look like he has any cyber wear on him?
You can't tell because he is fully covered in armor. If he does, it is covered up. And if he does have any
Okay.
cyberware, the best thing to assume is it's probably in his pistol.
And that's what he's shooting with, or he has a rifle?
I know he has a shield and a pistol.
Shield and a pistol.
He is moving to seize the asset.
If he did have cyberware, it's probably in his pistol.
You'd figure. It's probably a smart gun.
Cool. So would an EMP grenade affect that?
It would take away his bonuses that he would get from shooting you. But other than that, it's probably not going to affect him too much.
I'm kind of okay though.
Well, if it fucks up his
Able to
interface
dodge
plugs,
it.
he can't fire. If it's a smart pistol.
That's true.
But I would say he's right there. Shoot him.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I think I might just try to kill him. I will. He's got a shield up. I will try to shoot him and lower the shield and hopefully do something.
Okay, let's see what you got.
Okay. Attack. 17.
17 from that range will hit. Let's go ahead and roll damage for me.
Uh, 20.
20, okay. So you manage to shoot through the shield, and you start punching through on the other side, so that'll be 10. Yeah, it doesn't do any damage to him on the other side, but the shield is pretty much ruined. It has holes in it. And
But his shield is gone.
yeah, his shield's... He's still holding it, but it has no effect anymore. Okay. Did you want to move at all?
No. I'm
Okay.
facing down. I'm the defense before it gets to uptime, so I'm staying strong.
I'm the last line of defense.
I'm the last line.
Okay.
I'm basically waiting for Duke to
come up behind him and set him on fire. That's what I'm waiting. That's what Siren's waiting for.
I got 2 other assholes that I've been dealing with.
I know, but
I might
I suspect this is going to be one of those instances I might need to pop out to be my own cavalry eventually.
All right. Are you really quiet again?
quiet again.
Yep.
Hang on a second. I'm gonna have to leave the Discord and jump back in.
It'd be great if Uptime, instead of popping out, would just get the thing so we can get the fuck out of here.
Working
that
on
makes
it,
it-
Chief.
yeah, that's better.
Cool.
I'm fighting through a zoo over here in the digital space.
A literal.
Okay.
Right, I've got a plan. When it gets to me.
Oh no.
Don't worry, it's a good plan.
I feel like I've heard that one before, but go ahead.
I mean, it's not my turn.
Oh yeah, well you are getting swung at, so that'll be a 9 and or 15 and a 9 respectively that you need to evade.
So would the 9 miss because of my armor? I don't know how that works. Or do I need
No,
to evade both?
this is just a hit, so
So
this is
try to
15 and
evade.
9. Yeah, you have to roll an
Okay.
evasion.
So what were the attacks again?
15 and 9.
Okay, so the 9 misses and the 15, 14, 15 you said? 15, yeah. The 15 hits.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna roll damage.
God. Please, be kind.
Let's see. Let's
Things,
roll
it's a
damage.
Stun baton, so it won't kill you.
Oh, that's true. I'll just get an electric shock off of it.
Youch! You're gonna take 8 damage.
8, which is under my armor, so I don't take damage. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
He sees that that's not working, and he's just gonna take a couple of steps back and pull his rifle back out.
Oh, great.
Okay, that's fine.
And at your initiative, you're gonna hear over the comms from Chain. Windows.
Great.
Windows.
It's your
Oh,
turn.
no.
It's your turn, Art.
Right. So I'm gonna do something slightly different.
Yeah.
I think I counted it out, and I can just get behind this guy here, like this.
Yeah.
So as she's gonna duck behind the desks to avoid getting shot at from the rifle, and she's gonna come up behind this guy, and she's gonna aim to dismember his shield arm.
But the shield is useless now.
It doesn't matter. I just want to get a shield back. So she's gonna aim. So I need to do a roll -8.
Yeah,
Oh,
that'll
well,
be -8.
oh, that's fine. The
targeting
app does
yours.
it for me, I think.
Something tells me you didn't roll very well.
No, I rolled very well.
Oh.
That's a 21.
Oh, okay. Let's see here. So you're making a specific attack.
Holy shit! This guy's gonna lose his arm.
Maybe. Let me double check that real quick.
I'm aiming between. I mean, it may go for their. I'd imagine they don't have very good armor on the wrist, so probably the wrist. Or anywhere on the arm, really. I don't know how that works. I don't know if me changing that is going to affect it.
An aim shot does extra damage.
Aim shot
what,
does
sorry?
extra. Okay, yeah. So how much extra damage does an aim shot do? I don't quite remember.
I'm pulling it up.
I don't know, because I also
'Cause
don't
I
know
have
'cause
it right
doesn't
here.
tell me. Okay.
Let's see here. An aim shot.
I've never used this before. I'm quite excited to see what this does.
Man. I have to double check if it's for melee, if it's different.
You deal so you can attack the head, a held item, or a leg.
You not attack an arm.
You can technically attack an arm and make him drop something. You can make him drop his gun because his shield isn't very useless right now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
shield was already destroyed.
Or you could attack
Is it
his leg or head.
Is the shield completely like wiped out then?
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not useful.
Ah,
anymore.
fuck it. I'll go for the head then.
Okay, you're gonna multiply the damage that gets through your target's head armor by 2.
Okay.
So how much damage did you get?
So I just roll a normal one.
Yeah, just roll normally.
You roll damage and
Okay.
then double it.
Oh, okay, so 16 damage.
Let's see. Okay, so 16. That'll be. Actually, does it say multiply the damage that gets through your target's head armor?
It gets through the armor.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you did 8. 8 does not get through head armor.
Motherfucker.
So you
But hang on. I did the aim thing. Does that not work again? Because I do not hit. So I
you,
hit the helmet basically.
you
hit
just
the
bonk
helmet.
him on the head. Yeah. He just like turns his head like, what the fuck? You just bonked him. And
I still have a second attack. So,
oh yeah, go ahead.
I kind of want to try and aim. Yeah, fuck. I'm gonna go for an aim attack again. 15.
15. Okay, I'll make an evasion roll.
Please, for the love of God, hit. I need to do something cool in this game.
That hits.
Okay, and then oh my God. So that's 13, 20, 26.
Are you hitting his torso? Or are you calling an aim shot again?
I did an aim shot and I hit. I'm going for the head again.
Okay. And you did how much damage?
26.
26. Okay, so that'll
Wait,
be...
no. Does it multiply after?
It
sorry,
yeah, it multiplies after. So that'd be 26.
my bad. So
So
it'll be 13 then, because I doubled it there by accident.
So you do 2.
Damn it, Souls.
Sake.
Oh, did we up the ante? Yeah, Soul! Thank
Yeah.
you!
Oh,
Fuck yeah, don't
great.
worry,
I
Soul.
thought the whole Windows thing was upping the ante.
Oh no, that means there's gonna be more.
Yeah, you can always up the ante.
Crashing through the windows are 4 more armored security guards.
Jesus
Great.
Christ. We need to get out of here. We're gonna die. Like,
Yeah.
actually gonna die.
And you hear Chain speak up over the comms. There's more coming from the elevator. They jammed it. There is an enemy net runner. I repeat, there is an enemy net runner in the interface.
Get in the bin. Who did we just lose there? Hold on.
Did we lose someone?
Yeah.
Cat.
No.
Not only did you up the ante and double our enemy count, Souls, you also kicked Cat from our group chat. Not cool. Bring her back.
I want her back.
I think
God
Soul
damn it.
might have actually just killed us.
That...
Yeah, we need to get the fuck out of here.
Hey, I didn't say you had to stand your ground and kill absolutely every enemy in existence. In my
We're trying
defense.
to hold them off
What-
from fighting
what a-
fucking uptime.
I'm-
damn
I
it.
am literally just trying to protect our client while Uptime is fucking around doing 2 damage every time. With his stupid ass
If anyone-
hammer.
We're all going to die because you can't hit the fucking dog.
Okay, I'm gonna put this out there. You're gonna thank me for that ban hammer, because that thing's gonna be the thing that kills a net runner and kicks it out of the net. Just saying. And 2, if y'all could kill literally anything out there, my job would be a lot easier.
They have
I've set
armor.
people on fire 3
So
times.
do these programs.
I can't get through
I'm
the
literally
armor.
here fighting like Terminator trying to kill John Connor, okay? I can only carry this network so much.
That's
Anyway.
nice. We're not here fighting 8 Terminators right now.
Well,
done-
now it's 8. You had
I've done
4.
so much
Welcome back,
damage
Kat.
and set multiple people on fire, so I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
I
So
can't
I'm
hit
on
them.
fire. I'm literally on fire. I don't want to hear it. Anyway.
I
Okay.
can't physically hit any of them. This is fucking awful.
Since we've upped the
Yeah.
ante and this combat is going to continue, I think we should call it for this evening before it goes any longer, and then we can pick up next time.
Yep.
Red, just fucking kill us.
No, I don't want to die. I'm getting out of here.
This is the end, right?
Close
Actually,
your
I
eyes
think-
and count.
I think I have a cunning plan.
Let's hope it works.
That will cover during the next
Love an
session.
uptime
Yes.
plan.
Dude, Red, thank you as always for giving us an awesome session, buddy.
Of course,
Yes.
let's do introductions since
Uh,
honestly I think the better way to do intros is at the end. So let's go over and introduce ourselves. Let's start with Art because that is the farthest left.
I'm so bad at this. Yes, hello. I am Artemis. I make music on Twitch. I won't be live tomorrow because I'm away seeing a band. A big band. I'm going to see Red Hot Chili Peppers, and then so I've moved my stream to Sunday night for this 1 week only. So please check me out. I'm going to be either working on the kind of overarching song for this campaign, or I'm going to be working on Uptime song because that's what I've been working on in my spare time.
Fuck yeah. Well, we're happy to have you as usual. And check out at Ty Artemis. That's TAIGH Artemis on Twitter and on Twitch. Omni. Robot
Hello,
Man.
everyone. I am the last Omnitech, your favorite robot American and player of Uptime, everyone's favorite Latino hacker. And I will be on stream 3 times a week at this point on my channel on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and also on Saturdays at 2 p.m. EST on Wednesdays doing the Post Mouse, where I actively live prep and do recaps of my Mouse Guard campaign, which can be on DMDM Studios every other Wednesday. So keep an eye out for that. Thursdays, like this morning, we do the Breakfast Club, where I chill, hang with you guys. We eat breakfast, play video games, and talk about what's going on. And then finally on Saturdays, you can see me doing the Stellar Forge, where I world build. I've been doing a lot of work on my legacy setting right now, prepping for a campaign that'll be coming at the end of the year. Fingers crossed, internet willing. And other than that, you can find me here on Red's channel playing Cyberpunk, over on DMDM Studios channel playing in multitude games, and in Alakazam's most recent campaign, Bolarius, on Wednesday mornings at 10 a.m. EST. So, yeah, it's a pleasure to be here. You can catch me on my Twitch, twitch.tv/TheLastOmnitect, on Twitter, @TheLastOmnitect. All this is all one word. I'm @TheLastOmnitect on everything. So look me up, illustrator, world builder, and honored to be here, Red.
Absolutely, Phil. I'm happy to have you if anything I do. And you know that. Especially with the other thing that we're going to be doing in the near future. Hint, hint. We'll keep an eye out for that. Also on Thursdays. So, let's see. That next up will be the one and only Alakazam.
That's me. I'm Alakazam, a pro game purveyor of all things homebrew. You can find me. Well, first off, I actually have open games right now. So if you check out my Twitter, @Alec_Azam, you can find my Discord where I host my games. But beyond that, I have, as Omni mentioned, on Wednesdays mornings at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, I do a Bolarius campaign. It is a 5e setting that is based off of 18th century whaling. So if you like whales but wish that they were flying instead of swimming, then check it out. Beyond that, I also, on Tuesdays, I do Appendix of Arcana, and I'm planning a new actual play that I will say involves cyberpunk things and also Art Deco things. And that's as far as I'll say for that. And then, obviously, I'm here every other Thursday, and I do other streams when I feel like it.
Hell yeah, man. We're really happy to have you, of course. Can't have a session without Duke.
I love Duke, I love this, and I am certain that he's going to die in this fight.
I'm glad you set people on fire. Makes me happy.
Yeah. Megan's going to die. I've got a feeling she's going to die.
Death. Well, that's what armor's for, right?
Have a healer.
Yeah, you have a healer and armor. You'll be fine. Speaking of our healer, last but not least, Kat, the lore mistress.
Not me.
Yeah, you!
I'm Kat, otherwise known as the Law Mistress or Law Mistress 93 on Twitter. I blog mostly. Run a blog in which I talk about folklore and myths and kind of combine them with D&D, and I also blog about TTRPGs. You can catch me on this stream, obviously, every other week when I don't have COVID. Also, upcoming project. Soon I will be casting for my actual play in which I will be DMing at Girls Run These Worlds. Oh, yeah. What are you looking at me like, what? I don't know about this. I will be DMing a Mythic Odysseys of Theros campaign. It's going to be freaking exciting, and I'm so excited to do it. So, yeah, check out at Girls Run Worlds. And casting, I think, is going to be July 7th, I think, if you want to get hold of that. So, yeah, that's me.
Awesome. God, you all know I like magic, so hearing somebody run a Theros campaign is just like... But, yeah, that's awesome, Kat. Thank you for joining us once again. I know you're not feeling 100%, but I do appreciate you taking time. As well as Alec. Alec literally showed up having COVID a couple of sessions ago, too, and then they stuck through it, and I really appreciate you guys going through all that trouble for me. And this show would be literally nothing without the wonderful cast I have. So... Thank you. I've been red. I've been one of the 3 primary colors. I still am. And if you want to support me or any of these fine people, check them out on Twitter or Twitch, as they've stated. Sub helps out a tremendous amount. Yeah, other than that, I think that's it. So thank you for joining us for episode 4. Got to get paid, and we're going to be picking up. Let's see, what is the next date? Because Red is bad with dates. That'll be the 14th, I believe. The 14th of July is when we're picking up. So stick around for that. Same time, same channel, and I'll catch y'all on the flip. Peace out.